I don't wanna say anything, cause if I do I might say the wrong words. Oh no. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I'd lose you if I didn't. Till we find what we're missing and compromise. So I'll keep my shoes up and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can't wait for a single reason not to say goodbye. Oh, if I said what's on my mind, would you stay with me tonight? If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. Oh, would that make you run and hide? Don't know what to do anymore. I'm out of options, nothing's working. I'm out of service. Come help me now, I'm fucking nervous. I'm trying but can't scratch the surface. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I'd lose you if I didn't. Till we find what we're missing and compromise. So I'll keep my shoes up and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can't wait for a single reason not to say goodbye.
What's good? Hey, I'm back, baby. Yeah, I'm back, man. Hope everybody's good. Hope everybody is well. Listen, yesterday was actually good, you know. That show, that award show was very interesting. I must say, was very, very interesting. Listen, we didn't win anything, but that doesn't mean we didn't, you know, our content isn't good. Hopefully everyone's okay. Hopefully everyone's good. Make sure you stay tuned because it's gonna be a good one today. It's gonna be a good one. Sui time, as Wayne has said, it is indeed Sui time, man. It's a lot to talk about today, man. First and foremost, let's start off with I haven't watched the interview. So just so people know and people are aware, I have not watched this interview. So I don't know what to expect. I haven't read any quotes. So again, I don't know. I don't know what's happened. Big up Big Rock in the stream. Repel. Oh, Villa game, bro. That's something that you gotta take up with that guy, bro. That's something you gotta take up with that guy, bro. That's politics right there, bro. And I ain't involved. That ain't my business, bro. That ain't my business. But big up for coming through. Sui time, Sui energy political award show. Listen, set people are winning shit that you know. I don't know. I've not heard of them before, but if I wasn't nominated, it's obviously I'm very new, so it's good that I wasn't nominated. But it's all right. It's good. Walaikum assalam, Faz Reloaded. Hope you're good. Hey, let's get straight into this, man. I'm excited, man. What's Ronaldo saying? I know all of you lot have seen the first bit. I've not seen the first interview, so I got no clue what to expect. I got nothing. I don't know nothing. I swear to you guys, I haven't watched any video. I haven't read any quotes. This is the first time I'm gonna watch this interview, the part one. So let's get straight into it because part two comes out. Part two comes out in a short while as well.
This is Piers Morgan Uncensored, and this is the interview the entire world has been talking about.
Okay.
Cristiano Ronaldo, one-on-one.
From London, This is Piers Morgan Uncensored.
Piers, baby.
Welcome to a special edition of Piers Morgan Uncensored. Cristiano Ronaldo is a football megastar. In my opinion, the greatest player to ever grace the game. He's also one of the most famous people on the planet.
Facts.
He's had the toughest year of his life, on and off the pitch, facing personal tragedy and a barrage of criticism.
By the way, let me know as well in the comment section if the volume levels are okay. Can you guys hear me clearly along with the video as well? Because obviously the video will be playing at the same time. So do let me know in the comments if the volumes are okay.
Everyone else has had their say. Now it's his turn, and Cristiano is most definitely uncensored.
Big up Woodward with the super chat, man. Nah, I ain't fucking kept the Martial card, bro. Get the fuck out of here about Martial card. Ain't nobody fucking keeping no Martial card, bro. That's that shit. That shit. Big
Cristiano,
up for the contribution,
let
though.
me start
Let's go.
just by asking you, why are you doing this interview with me?
Because I think it's the time to say something.
Okay.
And because I like you.
You like fucking Piers Morgan? Look at him. Look at him fucking excited and that. You like me? Oh yeah. This brother. Look at his face, man. Look at his Piers' face.
What is that?
Well, don't say that in public.
What a guy, man.
And I appreciate it because I think that you've had to sustain a lot of criticism this year in particular, probably more than at any stage in your career. And I think
this guy's just Ronaldo, bro. Like this, Ronaldo, bro.
And to
What
set
a
the record
fucking
straight
guy, man.
And to clear up a few things, not least, I suspect, for the fans of Manchester United. They must be wondering what the hell's been going on.
Oh, as I say many times, the fans, I'm always gonna say good about them. They are
okay.
The most important things in the football. You play for them.
Yeah.
They're always in my side.
Yeah.
I feel that every time when I walk in the streets, the fans coming to me and they appreciate what I did.
Well, okay, no, you're not lying, but also, bruv, I was there. I asked you for a signature, Ronaldo. You declined me. You declined me. I asked you, can you please sign my famous shirt, the famous shirt that everybody knows about? I asked you. You said, nah, not today, bruv. You were pissed off. You didn't sign my shirt. If you signed my shirt, would have been a W. Different case. I would have been a bit nicer to you, but you didn't sign. Right now is Luke Shaw and Lisandro Martin is the GOAT, man.
I do for football, and for me, it's the most important in football. The fans, for me, is everything.
I want to take you back to last summer. You're at Juventus, and there's massive speculation about where you're going to go. And the big rumor is that you're going to go to Manchester City. So first of all, how close was that to happening?
Well, honestly, it was close. It was close. It's something that they spoke a lot. And Guardiola say 2 weeks ago, I guess, that they try hard to have me. But as you know, as my history in Manchester United, your heart, your feeling, the history that you did before make the difference. And of course, as well, Sir Alex Ferguson. So I was surprised in the same way, but it was conscious decision because the heart speaking loud in that moment.
You were a Manchester United legend. So
interesting.
When you say your heart led you, it's because of that, the history you have.
So what heart led you out of the stadium then? Your heart led you into the stadium, and then that same heart led you out of the stadium on two different occasions. Ronaldo, come on, man. What are you telling me here, man?
Club and the relationship you maintained with Sir
led
Alex,
you
with the fans.
I think it was the key. It was the
man said it led me,
difference
bro.
in that moment. But I cannot be loyal if I will say that Manchester City wasn't close.
Make sure everybody liked the video, man.
I think I did conscious decision. I don't regret.
Yo, there's nearly 40 people in the stream, and only 4 likes. Get out of here, man. You, man. Hey, you lot are disgraceful, man. Disgraceful. nearly 40 people in the stream and only 4 likes. Disgraceful behavior, man.
in some point. And as you mentioned before, Sir Alex Ferguson was the key.
Did you
as
speak?
well.
Did you speak to him before you?
Yes,
came
I
back?
did. Yes, I did. I spoke with him, and
What did he say to you to try and persuade you?
he said to me that it's impossible for you to come to Manchester City. And I say, okay, boss. So I took the decisions, and I repeat with I was with conscience.
Okay, boss. Okay, boss. Just give me $500,000 a week, boss. Okay, boss. Just give
It
me
was
18 mil a year, boss.
a good decision.
Man.
You came back, and it couldn't have started better. You played at Old Trafford. Yeah, you won 4-1 against Newcastle. You scored twice. Sir Alex was there, loving it, obviously, the return of the prodigal son. Your mother was there, the return of her own son. Your mother was crying, obviously.
Obviously, yes.
But what a comeback. How did that feel that day when you came off the pitch?
Well, that feeling was amazing, but not only the day of the game. I felt before the week before that everything changed. The world speak about me, Cristiano, back home, back where they belong. So it was a special moment to be back to Manchester United, to perform for our fans, and of course to score 2 goals was the best welcome that I received in Old Trafford. It was memorable day and unbelievable day too.
The Viva Ronaldo chant went up.
Yes, Viva Ronaldo.
You like hearing that?
Be back. Of course I did.
Yeah.
As I told you before, the fans for me, they are everything.
2 things happened, I think, within 24 hours of you re-signing for United. One, you broke the all-time record for shirt sales in 24 hours. You actually beat a guy called Messi at PSG.
Wow.
You must have been happy about that.
Wow.
Of course I do.
Messi, man. Messi, bro.
As you know,
Messi, bro.
I don't follow the records. The records
Ah,
follow me, so-
that's the Ronaldo we know, bro. There you go. There you go. I don't follow no records. They fucking follow me. That's it, man. They fucking follow me. The records. That's the Ronaldo we know, bro. That's it. That's the Ronaldo we know. They follow me. Come and suck me off records because I don't follow you lot. You lot follow me.
It's good. Another one in my book.
And the other one,
He's the highest selling footballer footballer. I don't know about athlete, but highest selling footballer to sell shirts in 24 hours. I remember, by the way, I was on my way to go. Oh, yeah, actually, tell a lie. I bought 2 shirts and they ran out. They ran out of number 7, the number 7 and the letters Ronaldo. People bought out Ronaldo 7 before the thing got even like fully announced. They were buying it up. The shops were like, no way, you want Ronaldo? Yeah, we want Ronaldo and we want number 7. The letters were out of stock, gone for a while as well. For a while, and people were putting in pre-orders and stuff. I remember that day. I especially remember that day. I remember going my boy to the Adidas store. But I don't get players' names on the back anyways. I never do. Never will and never do. I always get my own name. But
tweet
yeah,
announcing that you were rejoining the club was the most tweeted or most liked tweet, I think, in Twitter history.
It's good. As I told you before, it was a good moment. Nobody expect, because things change around, in my opinion, in 72 hours, which is you plan, or they spoke, not only Manchester City, but other clubs too, spoke about your name, that you will change Juventus for another club. But Manchester United wasn't there, wasn't in that pot of that teams, but surprise everybody, even me, to be honest.
After a few weeks, things weren't going well at Manchester United. The club just wasn't firing. And in the end, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the manager, got sacked. And that's within like 2 months of you coming back. What were you feeling about what was going on at United? And what did you feel generally about the club itself and the state that the club was in compared to when you'd been there before?
Piers, to be honest, when I I signed for Manchester United, I thought everything was changed because it's 13 years that I'm changed.
I don't believe that, Ronnie. Come on now, Ronnie. You can't tell me that you didn't know the ins and outs of what's going on inside Carrington and etc. You can't tell me that, Ronnie. I'm not gonna believe that one there. I can't lie. You know, when a player is about to sign for a club, by the way, for the people that don't know, when a player is about to sign for a club, the agents actually go and visit the club. They make sure they look at the facilities and everything, especially if you're signing for a professional club. And if you have a player that's of high caliber, not Ronaldo, obviously not Ronaldo and Messi caliber, because they're of different caliber, but if you're a high level player, or even I'm talking championship, let's say Premier League, Championship, League One, even, your agents will know what the facilities are in the training grounds and in the stadium and stuff. It's their job to know, because they're going to be the ones pitching to the player saying, hey, fancy going to such a club, they've got X, Y, and Z to offer you, not just a bunch of money. They can offer you this. Their medical team is this, they're this and that. It seems like Ronaldo's saying, no, I just had blind faith, thinking, yeah, Manchester United will be okay. 13 years ago there was something else, now there'll be something else. Now, Ronnie, that's lie, and that's a blatant lie as well. You being the player you are, you yourself going to all this hydrotherapy, ice chambers, and all of this, you would have known what the facilities are in Carrington, because knowing you, if things are not pinpoint accurate, you won't do it. And you know that yourself. The whole world knows your routine. The whole world knows your routine and how you go about looking after your body. So you can't tell me that you didn't know that Carrington State was like that. You knew about the gym, you knew about the facilities, and you knew things hadn't changed, and you still joined.
I was in Real Madrid 9 years and 3 in Juventus. And when I arrived, I thought everything will be different, the technology, the infrastructures and everything. But I was surprised in a bad way, let's say in that way, because I saw everything was the same. And Manchester, it wasn't in that moment that, as you mentioned, that Oli was sacked. Michael Carrick, he assumed the job for 2 games, Villarreal and Chelsea away, and everything was so fast, but surprised me a lot. Instability in the club, everything was kind of the same that I
It hadn't moved on.
No, they stop on the clock, in my opinion, which is something that surprised me. I didn't expect. And slowly they start to change, even the windows, the new players, and was tough for me, because I didn't expect that. And
Because when you were there before, if Manchester United wanted a player under Sir Alex Ferguson, they normally got their man. Right now, it's a very different environment. After many years of failure since Sir Alex retired, United weren't getting the top players anymore. So were you surprised by that dynamic changing as well? Because you would have been used before to them. If they wanted top players, they got them.
I was surprised. I thought when I signed, that they signed in that year Sancho and Varane plus me, that things will be in the way that Manchester should be.
Yeah, we all thought that.
As you
That's
mentioned,
not just you.
well,
We all did.
Sir Alex Ferguson left a big gap in the club. Not only Sir Alex Ferguson, but one person that I thought make the difference, David Gill, the president, a very, very good man. And the structure around Sir Alex Ferguson was very important too. I knew that Manchester United wasn't the same, but I don't see that it was so big gap, so big things that
You can watch
go
it here.
through
Stay tuned. Part 2 is
by
coming
the
soon.
last 10 years. And it was the thing that surprised me more, to be honest.
It was little things like even the swimming pool that the players use, the saunas, all these facilities. Nothing had changed since you'd left in 2009.
Nothing changed. Surprisingly, not only the pool, the jacuzzi, even the gym, even some points, the technology, the kitchen, the chefs, which is I appreciate, lovely persons. They stop in a time which is it surprised me a lot. I thought I will see different things, different, as I mentioned before, technology, infrastructure, but unfortunately, we see many things that I'm used to see when I was 20, 21, 23. So surprised me a lot.
You'd also, of course, as you said, you've been at Real Madrid and Juventus, where you saw them moving all the time to progress with technology, the latest thing, to improve performance levels. So you were able to compare what you'd experienced there with what was not happening at United.
In United, the progress was zero, in my opinion.
Wow.
To compare with Real Madrid and even Juventus, that
Well, obviously, Real Madrid will be zero
they follow
compared to Real Madrid.
the recent world. So the technology, especially the terms of training, nutrition, and conditions of eat properly and to recover better than before, surprised me. Manchester right now, to compare with that club, I think it's behind, in my opinion, which is something
I'll take that.
surprised me.
I'll take that. We know
club
his level.
with this dimension should be in the top of the tree, in my opinion. And
Sure.
they are not.
Fair point.
Unfortunately, they are not in that level. But I hope the next years they can reach to be in a top level.
Up next, Ronaldo's scathing verdict on what's gone wrong at Manchester United. United have had some of the best managers in the world follow Sir Alex Ferguson, and they've all been relative failures compared to other stages of their careers. Do you think that partly that's down to the structural element of this, that there just isn't the support that top managers need?
I don't know what's going on, but since the Sir Alex Ferguson left, I saw not evolution in the club. The progress was zero. For example, you have an interesting point that how the club as Manchester United, after Ole, they bring sport directive Ralph Ragnick.
Jeez, this one is solid.
Understand. This guy is not even a coach. A bigger club like Manchester United bring sport directive. Surprised not only me, but all the world,
Well, it was a ridiculous decision, wasn't it?
Of course, in my opinion, you have to be honest. If you're not,
It is true.
Even a coach, how you gonna be the boss of Manchester United? It's something that I should see that Manchester is not followed, not the right way to reach successful like other teams, like for example.
No, you have to be objective here. He's right.
City,
you can't be asking Ralph Ragnick, man. Come on.
One step
Surely there were
behind
better
or two,
options. You could have even
because
kept
of this
Carrick.
kind of mistakes, in my opinion, they should improve and change probably the staff or the people, the directives or presidents. I don't know who is the problem there, but
did it show a lack of ambition to you when they replaced Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who a lot of fans liked, but he obviously wasn't delivering the big titles that United wanted and were used to. But to a point, someone like Ralph Rangnick, I mean, I'd never heard of him. And I'm thinking did you heard of him?
No,
of course not.
You'd never heard of this guy?
Nobody. And the people who I speak, nobody knew it. Who is him?
Suddenly he's...
Wow.
Did you call him the boss?
Of course. I respect...
They said he was godfather of gegenpressing.
The job.
Get out of here.
Regardless.
The media fed us Ralph Ragnick as well. They called him godfather of gegenpressing. They said he's Klopp's granddad and Tuchel's granddad and all of this. And when I fucking hate this shit, because when I said, who's this guy, man, rock and roll football, and they told me he needs time. Man, you have to be proven in this game about time, man. Even if you have a small sample size, you need time. This guy isn't a coach. He's a scout guy. He goes and finds players. He goes and builds club. He's a behind-the-scenes guy. He's not a coach. Go and ask him to build you a squad and find you like amazing talent. He'll do that. But you ask him to do the management job on the pitch, he won't be able to do that. And that's facts. And it's not a dig at him. It's not a dig at Ralph Ragnick. It's just as simple as you can put it. Like everybody has a role in the club, and Ralph Ragnick's role wasn't on the touchline. His role was upstairs, and that's where he would have been perfect for Man United. It's sad, man. He's got them balling different. Come on, man. You man are acting like Austria is gonna go and do some damage and win trophies. Nah, man. This is Manchester United. There's balling different and winning. There's difference. This is why Pochettino, I say when I don't like Pochettino, there's a difference between playing decent football and winning. You have to win, man. If you're not a winner, it ain't it. Go and look at the players that Ralph Ragnick has found. His players over his tenure, over his career, the players he's found, he could go and win Champions League consecutively. If you put a squad of 11 players that he has found, it's impeccable because that's what he does.
All the coaches that I had in my career, I call them boss because if they assume the job,
Sure, that's
that way.
that's respectable.
But in the end, deep inside me, I never saw him as a boss because I saw some points that I never agreed, and he stopped in the time as well. Because if you're not being a coach, the next 5 years, you're gonna lost the identity of to be a coach. So surprised me a lot. But in the same way, don't surprise me a lot because if you see the structures, they keep it the same. So the coaches didn't surprise me, but was a tough moment.
What was extraordinary was very quickly after Rangnick took over, it started briefing journalists that you weren't pressing enough and that maybe it would be a good idea if you moved on from the club. And I'm like, who is this guy? And why is he saying this to the man who's scoring the goals?
To be honest, Pierce, it's something that I don't understand. It's the new coaches that coming around. They think they find the last Coca-Cola in the desert, which is I don't understand. The football there invents many years. So, but I respect any coach have a different approach, different opinions, different mentality, but kind of some points that you not agree. So I'm always like that in my life. I'm always been besides the best coaches in the world, Zidane, Ancelotti, Mourinho, Fernando Santos, Allegri. So I had kind of
Look at them
some
names,
experience
man.
because I learned from them.
Listen
And
to
when
them
you see
names.
some coaches that they're coming, that they want to revolution the football, I not agree. I have my opinion. They agree or they disagree, but it's part of the business because I'm in the end of the day, I'm in a club to win. And with
Sure.
my experience, I want to help, like always. And some coaches that don't accept, and it's part of the job.
Did he know what he was doing, Rangnick, or not? At a club like United?
Big question.
No, they
Big
don't.
question. Wow.
They knew it the club very well, but they don't know the dimension of the club inside, the history of the club, which is for me surprised me even more. Which is when the soccer Oli Solskjaer, you should bring a top manager, not sport director.
Did you think it was right to get rid of Solskjaer, or would you have kept him on?
Well, it's not. Well, I love Solskjaer. I think he was a top person because what I keep inside my heart, it's the heart of the persons, and Oli for me is a top person. Coach, of course, he wasn't. He didn't look for what he wants. It's hard to assume after Sir Alex Ferguson, but I think he did a good job. For sure, he need more time, but I'm never doubt that he's gonna be a good coach.
No, listen, you have to look at it objectively. He's not said Ole was one of the best managers I've been in. He said he's a good person. He gave Ole props based on his individual relationship with Ole. You know, Ole's a good guy, but coach-wise, he needed time and he put respect on Ole. That's all he's doing here. You can't be saying, let's not get carried away here and say, oh, Ronaldo said this about Ole and oh my God, he rates Ole. No, he's just saying he's a good person. Coach-wise, he needed time. It was okay, but he can be there. But look at the names he's mentioned: Allegri, Zidane, Sir Alex, Mourinho, all of these managers, man. There's levels to this manager shit. I keep saying, and he's just giving Ole props simply based on his personal relationship with Ole. He said he's got a good heart and etc. And he needed more time. Simple.
The future, but it was a good experience. I was so pleased to work with him, even a short period.
What about the younger players and specifically their mentality? Because it seemed to me, just from what I was reading, when you were originally at Manchester United as a young 18-year-old, that you had huge respect for the older players. the Keanes and these guys in the dressing room, and you would soak up their experience, their
Exactly.
wisdom, and so on. Did you get that same respect, do you think, from the younger players?
I don't mean that they don't respect the experienced players or the oldest players. I don't think that word is the best one, but they live in a different era. I can see my kid, they have 12 years old. The mentality, they are not the same. They are not suffer that.
What's the difference?
The anger.
They said they're not suffer. They don't suffer like that. Look at Anthony, man, Dos Santos. The guy said, I used to walk above dead bodies to go to school. I used to walk over dead bodies to get to school, man. I come from the favelas. Ain't no fucking media person gonna tell me something that's gonna get under my skin. Same thing with Lisandro Martinez. They called him all the fucking disgusting names under the sun and disrespected his height, man. And this is the other thing. You disrespect someone's skin color, they'll cancel you. But you disrespect someone's height, they don't do shit. And people got away with murder with Lisandro Martinez. It's diabolical. The way people bash Lisandro Martinez, the way people even bash Luke Shaw's physicality, man. Like, you can be objective about their performance, but the words and the slurs they use, yeah, it's too much, man. It's too much. You will never call someone, for example, the words that they use. Some of the, I don't even want to say, some of the words they use for Lisandro Martinez. You wouldn't use it. You wouldn't be using it in front of his face. Let's be honest here. You wouldn't be using it. You wouldn't be using some of the words they used for Luke Shaw in front of his face. You wouldn't do it. So if you're not willing to say something to their face, don't say it on camera. I would go and tell Martial, bruv, you need to play Zob football. You're not built to be an athlete. You're not built to play professional football because the way you get injured is disgusting. I'll say it to his face. You lot know how I am. I'll say it to his face. I told Luke Shaw, keep training, man. You need to make sure you keep training. Simple. But don't be dissing the players and personalities and all of this stuff and saying, oh, you do this, you're fat, you're midget, this, that. No, that's disgusting. Don't do that because you won't say that to their face. If you're willing to say that to their face, have that energy. People, man.
I think the anger. I think that they have the things more easily. Everything it's easily. They don't suffer. And I think they don't care. I don't mean only I feel in Manchester United, but all the teams, all leagues in the world, the youngers, they are not the same of my generation. But we cannot blame them because it's part of the life, the new generation and the new technologies that avoid, they distract them for another thing. So,
but the crazy thing is, it's never gonna be like that. Like, just to iron as well. Not everybody can be a Floyd. You know, there's a saying, yeah. If you can do it, I can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I don't believe in it. Let me tell you something right now. This is one of my ethos in life. If I can do it, you can't do it. But if you can do it, I can't do it. That is one of my ethos in life. I live and die by that quote. It's my own. It's my original, by the way. Simply because not everybody can be a Mike Tyson. Not everybody can be a Muhammad Ali. Not everybody can be a Messi. Not everybody can be a Cristiano Ronaldo. They can't. Not everybody can be a Faz. Not everybody can be a you. You do what you do based on the level of obsession that you have to get to where you want. And based on the level of obsession this man had, he was able to get to the pinnacle of football. Same with other people. For example, Mr. Beast in the YouTube community. He is who he is because of what he does. I can't be Mr. Beast. If he did it, I can't do it. But what I can do is myself. People get, a lot of shit twisted. A lot of shit twisted. I'm just using their name because they're younger than Ronaldo. But for example, the Rashfords, the Sanchos, the Amad Diallos, the Garnachos, or all of them players, who else can I use? The McTominays, all of this. Each individual is their own person and they have their own motivation. Ronaldo has his own motivation. Anthony Dos Santos has his own motivation. Martial has his own motivation. And it is, once you reach a certain level in life, do you change the aspect of your motivation, the angle of your motivation to keep going and keep pushing? Or do you get comfortable, complacent, all of these things? Set people, they're not fazed by any success. The crazy thing is, set people are not fazed by success. It's when you start getting phased by success is when you get complacent. That's my key. When you start getting, you start thinking you're being successful, that's when you're gonna start getting complacent. You never think you're successful. Me, one of my other ethos and kind of thing that I think is I'm a piece of shit. That's I always say to myself in the mirror or whatever, I'm a piece of shit. I'm always gonna carry myself like I'm a piece of shit because my ego, my pride will swallow me, and I'm gonna start thinking I'm somebody. And the next thing you know, I'm gonna get comfortable. Next thing you know, I'm gonna be an idiot, not humble, and I don't want to be that person. I always put myself, feet to the ground and just keep focused on, because success can come, but it doesn't change the course of the journey. That's all I'm saying. And some
They
of these new
listen,
ballers
but
don't have that
this is why we
mentality.
have 2 years. You listen from one side and they go away from another side. So don't surprise me, but in the same way, it's a little bit shame, because if they have the best examples in front of your eyes, and if they don't at least copy what you did for me, it's kind of weird, because I remember when I was 18, 19, 20s, I'm always look to see the best players, Van Nistelrooy, Ferdinand, Roy Keane, and gigs. This is why I have the successful that I have and longevity, because I take care of my body, my mentality, my head, because I see these guys and I learn from them.
When you try and give advice to these younger players, what do you say to them? What do you try and guide them to be like?
I think the best advice, I'm not the kind of guy to like to give advices. I prefer to be as example.
Yes.
Because I'm an example. I'm there every morning. I do the same stuff. I'm probably the first ones to arrive and the last ones to go out. I think the details speak for itself. So
Yep.
because as I
You can't take
told
that
you
away.
before, they listen one thing and in 2 minutes they already forgot and do it whatever they think it's better. This is why I say I like to lead by example. And some ones they follow me, not much, but
See, I just find that incredible. That if I was a young footballer and I had Cristiano Ronaldo at my club, I wouldn't want to spend every second watching him, listening to him, observing the way you go about your business. And yet, from what you're saying, clearly, they're not interested.
they don't care. Some ones yes,
Wow.
but most of them no. But for me, it's not surprise me. Don't surprise me, because they're not gonna have longevity careers, in my opinion. It's impossible. It's impossible
Wow.
to see, for example, my generation. You see many players they reach 36, 37, 38 in a high level. I think this generation, you're gonna count by your hands how many gonna reach in that level, because
Damn.
this years of preparation it helps a lot.
Who are the players in the world that you most admire for their mental strength, their attitude?
It's difficult question, because I'm always can say what I see from my eyes. For example, if you tell me what I see, for example, in Manchester United, I can mention probably Dalot, Diogo Dalot. His example is young, but he's very, very professional, and I'm not doubt that he's gonna
His boy, man.
He's gonna have longevity in the football, because he's
Yeah, his
he's
boy.
young, he's smart, intelligent, and he's very professional. You have a few ones more, but like him, it's difficult to see. Probably Martinez, Casemiro's 30s. But I will say Dalot.
Wow. Dalo's his guy, man.
Coming next.
Dalo's his guy. Dalo's always with him.
So Rannick's come then, you're your second manager, it's not working, the results aren't great. You're still scoring goals regularly for Manchester United. You're about the only one who is. But then you get hit by an awful episode in your life, probably the worst time of your life, where your partner, Georgina, she's pregnant with twins and is actually giving birth to these two babies. And your baby son doesn't survive. And I don't think I can imagine, I have 4 kids, you have a lot of children. You can't imagine a worse thing to happen than to go a full term of a pregnancy, particularly for the poor mother in that case, but also for you. What was that like for you, that time in your life?
It's probably the worst moment that I passed through my life since my father died. When you have a kid, that you expect that everything will be normal, and you have that problem. It's hard, as human being that I am. In Georgina, why we had quite difficult moments, because we don't understand why happened to us. Was difficult, to be honest. Was very, very difficult to understand what's going what's going on in that period of our life. As you know, the football carry on. They are so fast, many competitions. The football don't stop. We have many competitions. And pass through in that moment was probably the most difficult moment that I had in my life. Me and my family, especially Gio, that was tough.
She said she was giving an interview about the new series of her TV show. And she said in an interview, a big piece of my heart shattered. And I asked myself how I could carry on. I had the answer nearer than I thought. I looked into the eyes of my children, and there I saw the only way of doing it being all together.
Damn, man.
I saw too. Yeah, this is why
So sad.
what we did. I grew up my family, especially Gio, and we had the difficult moments. But we said, listen, we have more kids. We have one that born, Bella, that we have to be happy too.
It's such a difficult situation again, where you're mourning the terrible loss of your little baby boy, but also celebrating the birth of your beautiful daughter.
I try to explain sometimes to my family and even my close friends. They say, I never felt to be happy and sad in the same moment.
Yes.
I never felt. It's hard to explain.
So difficult.
So difficult. It's you don't know if you cry or you don't know if you smile,
Yes.
because it's something that you don't know how to react. You don't know what to do, to be honest. And of course, I remember very well that I looked like, I don't know the word that to define what I felt in that moment, but it's crazy feelings, it's crazy emotional. But as I told you before, I have to hold that we had at least Bella,
Yes.
which is the most important. One die and one
Yeah,
survive.
Yeah.
But
Bless
it's
him.
difficult to explain.
How did you explain it all to your other children? They must have been so confused about
In the
it.
beginning, Gio arriving home and the kids start to say, "Where's another baby? Where's another baby?" Of course, Cristiano, I had conversation with him in the day, because he's 12 years old. He knows, he understands everything. And I had a nice conversation with him. We cried together in his bedroom, and he explained, and it's kind of, he didn't understand. He understand, but in the same way, he was a little bit confused. The other ones in the beginning, in the table, the kids start to say, "Mom, where is the other baby?" Blah blah blah. And Gio in the beginning, they start to say, because she had a little bit belly because they had two. It's hard process. And after 1 week, I say, let's be frontal. Let's be honest with the kids. Let's say that
Wow.
Angel, which is the name, they go to the heaven. It's better to say in that way.
Yeah.
And we start to
Wow.
use in that way. And the kids always understand when we had shots in the table, and they say, "Daddy, I did this for Angel," and they point
Oh
out for
my
the sky,
God,
which
man.
is I
Wow.
say, and I like it the most, because it's
That's
part of
deep.
the lives, and I'm not gonna lie to my kids to say the truth, which was a difficult process. But in the same way, I become more father, more friendly of them. They become more close to his daddy, especially me with Georgine as well.
Yeah, I was going to
saw-
ask you that, because these things, they can make or break relationships, because the grief can be so intense. It can drive couples apart, or it can bring them closer.
In my case, it was better in that way. I become more friendly of Gio. I was of course friend, but I see more lovely for her and for my kids, and I start to see the life with a different perspective. You understand? Which is coming the point of, if you're gonna ask me for sure, the pre-season moments.
Yes.
For example, why I didn't go to the
Yes,
pre-season.
I'm going to come to that.
But it was just to finish in that chapter was the most difficult moment. The last since my dad died, it was this moment that I passed through the last 6 months.
Do you feel your son is with you in spirit? Do you feel
For sure, his ashes is with me, like my daddy. They are here in
Really?
my house. Yes. It's something that I want to hold for the rest of my life. I'm not throw to the ocean or to the sea. I keep with me. They are next to my daddy. I don't know if you check. I have a small church down, and
you do?
Yes, I do.
like a little chapel?
Yes, chapel, and I keep my daddy and my son.
Wow,
You
man.
talk to them?
That's beautiful.
I talk with them every time, and that they are in my side. They are, they help me to be a better man, to be a better person, to be a better father, and it's something that I'm really, really proud that the message that they send me, especially my son.
Amazing. You had an extraordinary reaction from football fans, obviously from Manchester United, but I think you must have been just so surprised by the outpouring of not just support, but Liverpool fans sang on the 7th minute of their next game, "You'll never walk alone." The Kop, the great infamous enemy of Manchester United. What did you feel when you heard that?
I never ever expect that. Never. I had the opportunity now to say all English community thank you a lot for that kind of that they had with me, not only Liverpool, but all England. I felt
I was at Arsenal when you played, and on the 7th minute, the whole crowd.
I
were
received
applauding you.
a letter from the Queen family as well.
Really?
Wow.
Yes, I do. Which is his
From the Queen herself, or
family.
Yeah.
And surprised me a lot.
offering their condolences.
Yes,
Wow.
unbelievable. This is why I say I respect a lot the English community, English people, because they've been very kind with me, and in that difficult moment of my life was spectacular. The way they treat me and my family in that difficult moments. I should say straight to the comment, thank you to all English community that helped me in that moment.
When the Queen sadly died in September, you posted a very nice tribute to her. Was part of the reason because of what they had
Of course,
been like with you?
of course, they've been so kind of with me, and this is why
Damn.
I did what I did. But it was unbelievable moment. I'm never ever gonna forget that moment.
You have a little girl, Bella. She's 6 months old now. Must be a great joy amid all that terrible sadness.
Unbelievable. It was another member in the family. They are the shine of the house, and we are so proud. Me, Georgina, and all my kids. They are very very proud for them. They are spectacular. A beautiful girl, and we are so happy. We are so happy. We are happy fathers.
You're going to have more?
I'm not thinking now to thinking more kids. I think we done, but we never know. The future only God knows.
He wants more kids,
right
man.
now, we want to have a break to enjoy these ones because they are little. Bella 6 and the rest they are 5 and Cristiano 12. We want to enjoy a little bit of these ones. Let's see the future.
It's very difficult to play top level football at the best of times. It's a hard business in full public glare of millions of people watching. To have to go back and play after this must have been incredibly hard for you, even with your mental strength. How did you find that?
Difficult, very difficult to play after that. But as I always have good support from my family, and Georgina told me, go to play, go enjoy, to do what you like to do. We're gonna help for you to.
I think he
focus
came
on
back after
get through
5
the
days as well.
situation. Was difficult,
Crazy.
but in the same point, I think helps for you to to don't thinking much about that, even to training was good. But as you know, the football going so fast, and trainings, games, even the national team, the things going so fast, you don't even have a time to settle and say what's going on, because the things going so fast. But was good. Georgina helped me a lot to give me that possibility to say.
She's a very strong woman.
Yes, she did.
Georgina.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, really strong.
Yes.
To just to be your partner is probably not an easy time a lot of the time with all the attention all the time. But to go through what she's gone through and still
We
get up
help.
and be there.
We
for
help
you.
each other, but she struggled when she was young, which is she look at life with a different eyes. Even she's young, but she suffer. She born in Argentina. She has issues with his family as well. She live alone. She have interesting life and
Yes.
histories as well. History, and she helped me a lot. She's very mature for his age. We help each other. Sometimes when I'm a little bit down, she push me up, and I do it to the other side. So we are a nice couple. We help each other. So I'm really pleased that she's on my side.
Any movement on the wedding bells, Cristiano?
I'm not thinking now about that, but I can see in the future. I think she deserves, but it's something that not coming now in my plans, but in the future, yes, I want.
4 days after this terrible time in your life, United get a new manager, Erik ten Hag. Did you know much about him?
What do you lot? Excuse me. What do you lot want me to do? Do you lot want me to watch the part 2 now and then come back to this, or do you lot want me to continue finishing this? What do you lot chat? Quickly, let me know. Everybody, let me know. Do you want me to go and watch part 2 first, finish it part 2 because it comes out in 2 minutes, and then come back to this at the end? Shall I put a part 2 then? Watch part 2, yeah. All right. Say no more. Say no more. Let me get part 2 up. Part 2 is gonna be up any minute now, isn't it? What is it? 2 minutes. I still got a couple of minutes, anyways, to watch this. And let me just watch this for the next 2 minutes.
A little bit through Ajax, the job that he did for Ajax.
You end the season with 24 goals for Manchester United, including 18.
Oh, that. What was the question?
United get a new manager, Erik ten Hag. Did you know much about him?
A little bit through Ajax the job that he did for Ajax.
You end the season with 24 goals for Manchester United, including 18 in the Premier League, 6 in the Champions League. You were second in the Golden Boot for the English football. I mean, by any normal yardstick, that's an incredible performance. And yet you were still getting criticised. It was almost like, well, it's got to be your fault, even though you scored all the goals. Were you as bemused as I was that you were becoming the focal point for the criticism?
I think it's easy to point out when you want to cover other things. To point out Cristiano Ronaldo, it's easy. Everyone know that press they wanna put me in the first page because they know they will sell more. The interest will be different, and I'm used to live like that because I was 37. I know and I learned many things. When you are in the down of the wave, when you are in the top of the wave,
like the video, everyone. Like the video, man.
Things that you don't see before, which is I appreciate to have bad moments to see which people is in your side, who criticize you more, because they're looking for that. They don't like to see successful people. The people only try to bring negativism. And I felt the last 4 or 5 months that not only for me, but even for my family as well, for Georgina, especially
I'm gonna watch the part 2 now.
Around
It's coming
the world,
up soon.
the press criticize me even more. Sometimes I don't understand why. Even Portuguese press that they criticize me a lot. I don't understand, but I still believe that the jealousy is part of that. They want to cover many things that helps to shine other things. But listen, Piers, I know I'm 21 years in the top of the game, so I know how it takes. So for me, it's not a problem. It's hard.
Right. Part 2 is out now. I can see that part 2 is running. So I'm just going to quickly share my screen for part 2. And we will watch part 2 together, man. Part 2 is out now. Right, let's watch this thing, baby. Make sure you like the video, man. Like the video.
This is Piers Morgan Uncensored.
Welcome to the special edition of Piers Morgan Uncensored. In the next hour, Cristiano Ronaldo turns up the heat. He sensationally reveals he has no respect for his current manager. He calls out Manchester United's owners, the Glazers. He talks candidly about his future at Old Trafford and the World Cup in Qatar. He even reveals his retirement plans and what he thinks of Lionel Messi. But I begin with a very personal question. Do you have more pounds in the bank or more Instagram followers?
It's a good question. Probably similar. I don't know. Probably similar.
I'm just trying to work out how Wayne Rooney could hate you even more, and probably that's the answer.
Well,
wow.
Not only him. Imagine the rest of the rats. They're gonna criticize me too. But it's good. It's good to be still number one.
Do you see the rest of the rats?
Make something that make me happy too. If still number one of the rats, they're gonna criticize you. You see the. Make something that make me happy too. If you see,
He said the rest of the rats.
Every year I'm in the top of the list, so it's not by coincidence too.
But knowing you, it's not the money so much.
Wow.
You want to be at the top, right? I mean, that's what I think. What drives you? Someone said to me, "What drives Cristiano Ronaldo?" I don't think it's money. I think it's being the best, beating people. It's that competitive streak.
The records, the adrenaline. But Piers, let's be honest. The last years, the football changed. I see football now as a business, to be honest. Sometimes Georgina have expression that I don't understand. They treat you players like a piece of meat. I say, yes, you say everything. It's true. When they want you, when they count with you, they give you everything. When they don't, they try to make a hard life to you. I see football the last years as a business. I saw many things that I'm disappointing. The passion for the game is still intact, but in the same way, I saw other things as well, which is surprised me. But in the same way, it's part of the business, because if you see the world how it is in the moment, it's all business. Everyone take on itself. Everyone, they are more individual.
Well, you become a commodity, don't you? Where if you can sell record number of shirts in 24 hours, great, right? But if suddenly the team isn't performing well and they need someone to blame, it looks to me like at Manchester United, the default position is it's got to be Cristiano's fault.
Exactly. It's always my fault. The problem is always me. I look like I'm the black sheep.
Right.
which is I don't like. If you do it good or if you do bad, they're always going to find some criticize. Even in the national team, the last 3 months, as I told you before, the criticize was so bad.
Even in the
not
national squad, he
only
was getting
in
it.
football way, but
Wow.
professional and family way as well, which surprised me a lot. Look like I was a bad guy, which is not true. People have to listen from my mouth the facts as well. This is why I give this interview, because I think it's the right time to speak out of my mind, which is what they say the
Is that
last
enough,
4 or
bruv?
5 months is completely garbage. I'm not gonna say 100%, but 99% it was garbage. People say false things or lie things.
Which things have annoyed you the most?
Family issues.
I want to talk about one in particular on that, which is when you were late back for the pre-season training. A lot of speculation because you'd said several weeks before that you wanted to play Champions League football and that you were maybe looking for another option because it didn't look like United would get to play Champions League.
Let's make my points. For example, the pre-season moment, and after you mentioned new clubs or the interesting. For example, the pre-season, I had a very, very bad, which is I don't say nobody. The people who surround me, they saw, friends, and even my mom. I had some problems in vacation. That my young daughter, they have a little problem. They have bronchitis, which is she's staying bronchitis.
Really?
Yes.
Your little baby.
Yes. I was in Mallorca in holidays, and she stayed 1 week in hospital, which was, you don't enjoy a lot the vacation.
And after what had happened, so worried.
Exactly. And the people make up histories that they say that I don't want to go travel. Please, people have to understand that I'm a human being. I'm always going to be in my side of my family. I'm not negotiate nothing behind that. You understand? And I even have the lectures from the hospital, the feedback of the health of Bella, which is I'm not showing nobody. Nobody asked me. I keep for me. People forget that I'm human being, that I passed through a difficult moments.
Well, you must have been worried sick. I mean,
I was very worried.
You lost your baby son, and now your baby daughter's in hospital.
Exactly.
And you must have been absolutely.
I spoke with the directive and the president of Manchester United, and then kind of that didn't believe that something going wrong, which is make me feel bad.
Really?
Yes. They
didn't believe.
No way.
They believe it, but in the same way, they are there. I never is ever going to change the health of my family for the football. Never. Now or 10 years.
That one I get.
Behind.
I get that one. That was not good.
And it's something that really hurt me because they doubt of my words that I struggle, especially Bella and Gio. We had 1 week in hospital because the Bella have a big problem. And I didn't go to the pre-seasons because of that, because I didn't was allowed to left my family if something happened to do it the pre-season because
if they didn't believe me, I'd go sick, bro.
It wasn't fair to left my family.
I would go sick.
This is why I didn't go.
If I told my employer and didn't believe me, I would go crazy.
Like that I would be so angry.
Because everyone, I'm not mentioned only in that Manchester way, but in the world, especially in the football world, they are very, very, very individual. Everyone on look for themselves or themselves. They don't care about your moments, your struggle moments, your issues, family problems. They want you. Doesn't matter your family problems. I don't mean Manchester, but in a general. As I told you before, the football goes so fast. You have many competition, many games, pre-season, World Cup now. Listen, we have you have one game. After 3-4 days, you have to be in the national team, preparation for the World Cup. It's hard. Sometimes you have to sell everything and, be with your family, take the best decisions. And in this summer, I didn't feel comfortable. I feel uncomfortable the way they treat me, especially the press. They doubt about me, the professional that I am. It's impossible to be 21.
Damn.
in the top of the game, if you're not professional, they doubt about me, which is make me feel
How can you
very,
doubt
very,
Ronaldo,
very
man?
sad, because in my life
That's
I'm
Ronaldo.
always one of the best professionals. This is why I still play in the high level.
You play in a pre-season friendly and you leave the ground early with several other players, and there's another huge fuss about this. What was the truth about that? Had you
Good
got
question.
permission to go?
That's a
Do
good
you
question.
Wish you hadn't left early now? Ten Hag wasn't happy, it was reported. What's the truth?
Because I will be honest with you. It's something that I regret to left from the stadium, probably, or
Good.
maybe no. I don't know. It's difficult to tell you 100% if I'm. But let's say I regret. But in the same way, I felt provoked by the coach. I'm not allowed for me a coach to put me in 3 minutes in a game. Sorry, I'm not that kind of player. I know what I can give to the teams.
You're talking about the Tottenham thing.
The Tottenham
Yeah,
player.
I'm talking about in pre-season there was a friendly where you left the ground with
Interesting.
several players.
Dang.
8 players.
Right. So
But they mention only my name.
yeah.
Everyone do that.
Interesting.
I don't understand why they mention only about high value kind of game. Last year, many players do it the same. In that game, 8 players do it the same. So, but they only speak about the black chip, which is me, I completely understand.
Wow.
Okay.
Last year they
it's
did
done.
it.
I apologize to the coach, and for me, the chapter was closed.
Coming next, Ronaldo claims he's been
They
forced
did it
out
last
of
year
Manchester
as well,
United.
man. Now the man called someone rats, bruv. We need to go and look at that later on. He called a couple of people rats, man. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. And even last year, people left. So you got to keep that in mind as well. Last year, players left as well. So it's not a huge deal. Preseason, 8 players left, including myself. Why you always sticking it on me? I get it. I get his perspective as well. I get where he's coming from. I understand parts of it. I do understand parts of it. Look at these lot, man, trying to promote Bear G Summit and all of this on my stream, bro. Get out of here. We'll wait till the adverts finish. But that's interesting, you know. Bear things he said is interesting. But he called set people rats, man. He called set people rats. Wow. I can't believe that. Ronaldo is getting on. He is fully and well and truly getting on, man. That's mad. Ads are still going on. So I'm gonna run the thing when the ads are finished. But make sure you like the video. make sure you also subscribe to the channel, become a member. Make sure you support the channel. You can now become a member. Members get to jump on the stream, have a conversation with me. Members have a group chat as well, members only group chat, so you can be involved in that as well. But yeah, make sure you join the channel as a member, man. We've got a huge community growing. It's massive. Ads are now finishing up, so I'm gonna get into it soon. I'm gonna get into it shortly, but yeah, that's crazy. Man called him rats, you know, freaking mad, bruv. Just slid one in there. Slid one in there. But yeah, get the likes up, people. Get the likes up, man. This Talk TV, they always introducing some mad adverts, bruv. Mad adverts. But what do you think of this of the interview so far, man? It's been all right, you know. I can't lie. He said, "Yeah, I knew Ten Hag from Ajax." Ronaldo wants everything big dog, innit? Let's be honest as well. He wants everything big dog. Best manager, best everything. The best everything. The guy said, "Who's Ralf Ragnick, bro? I ain't never heard of Ralf Ragnick." Who is Ralph Ragnick, bruv? Never heard of this guy, man. Never heard of Ralph Ragnick, man. Who is this Ralph Ragnick, brother? But yeah, that's crazy. Let's get into it, anyways.
Wanted to show you who the boss was. He dropped you, he benched you, he mucked you around, he talked about you in the press. Were you getting that feeling? I mean, did you feel that?
The feeling, he always mentioned to me that I didn't need the preseason, so I should wait for my opportunity. I really understand. I understand. But I'm not going to give you points, but he don't do it the same procediment to every players. I'm not going to mention players, but
Wow.
Second, I
Wow.
understand that becoming a new job, Manchester was so bad the last 5 years that it should make they should clean the house, let's say in that way.
Interesting.
But the way they approach, the way the press make this so big, it's because probably the communication wasn't the best. But I really understand in the beginning, because I didn't do the preseason, I don't start to play. But going more farther than that, other things happen that people they don't know. And I'm not hiding that the empathy with the coach is not good. I'm honest.
You don't have a good relationship with him.
I'm not mean good relationship. The empathy is not good. Let's say.
Do you think he respects you?
I think he don't respect the way I should deserve.
Interesting.
But it is what it is. This is why probably the game against Tottenham I left.
Well, I want to come to these
Interesting.
two games. So against Manchester City, where United got destroyed, he didn't bring you on. He brought on other strikers, but didn't bring you on. And I felt insulted on your behalf. I was like, surely against Manchester City, if you're losing this badly and you've got the greatest player of all time sitting there, you at least give him some time, don't you? But he didn't. And he said afterwards, the reason was he had too much respect for you. He wanted to respect you.
Interesting.
When you heard him say that, what did you think?
Excuses. I see as excuses. I say many things that I don't wanna criticize him. He can have different opinion than me, that they choose the players that I think is better for the team. I respect that. But the excuses all the time, the excuses have short legs. You cannot excuse all the time, which is things that don't make sense. Okay, you don't put me against Manchester City because of respect of your career, and you want to put me 3 minutes against Tottenham.
Well, that's the thing. So then you then play Tottenham.
Don't make sense.
And then he wants to bring you on with 3 minutes to go, which is the complete opposite to what he said the situation was.
I think he did purpose. Because, for example, in the national team, the other clubs, if the coach wants to put me 5 minutes, if someone injured or if they really need me, I will help. But in that way, I felt provoked, not only because of that game, but before.
He was deliberately provoking you.
Well, everyone know that.
Disrespecting you, think.
Exactly. This is why I say I don't have respect for him, because he don't show me respect for me. This is why we are in that situation. I have to be honest that the things don't going well because of that, because the empathy don't exist, and he keep saying things for the press, but the press say what they think it's good to protect probably him and Manchester United. But
Facts.
as I know, as I understand many things, that he signed 3 years contract with Manchester United. Probably I'm not going to be too much long in Manchester United apart when I finish my contract. I really understand, but I like guys that they don't lie, they speak honest, they be frontal, and I'm not negotiate my morals. My morals always will be intact. And what's going in my things the last 2 months was not respect in many ways, which is it. I can regret, for example, against Tottenham, to left the stadium before the finish.
Well, there's a video clip which appears.
Man
to
said
show
I'm
Ten
Ronaldo,
Hag
bro.
telling you to get ready to come on, and you gesticulate back to him, "I'm not going to do that." And as a result, you get suspended for the next couple of games, and he goes public and says it's because you refused to come on. And you did then issue a statement of some regret, saying, you're a professional and you've never been suspended before, I don't think, in your entire career. I mean, when you look back at that, I guess my question would be, you've always been very acutely aware of your role model status around the world. Do you wish, with hindsight, you hadn't done that and handled it a different way?
I regret to left the stadium.
Yeah.
But I was, as I told the Pierce before, I didn't felt that he had respect for me to put me on 3 minutes after the issues that we had before.
You didn't bring me on against City, but you want to bring me on against Tottenham for 3 minutes.
I was very, 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 very disappointing for the communicator of Manchester United, to be honest. I never had a problem with any club, with any coach. And they suspend me 3 days, which is and sport clubs. I felt a lot, and it was a shame.
Was it humiliating for you?
I think so. Yes, I have to say the truth. What I felt. I remember I arrived. Well, I don't want to say details what he pretend to do it, but I'm not going to say that. But I remember arriving home and Cristiano see me, Daddy, you not go to the game? I said, no, because the club punished me with 3 days. And he did like, how they going to punish you if you are the best player in the world and you're not going to play? I said, no, I'm not going to play because I'm behave. And he look at me like, my daddy, not behave. What? In one way, I was good because I was like, more relaxed, but in the same way, I feel very disappointed because, okay, I regret, I apologize. I'm not perfect. I commit a mistake, but suspending 3 days for that, I think it's too much. And they make fire for the press, which is really disappointing me.
And that seems to have been the pattern of the way Ten Hag has wanted to treat you since he became manager. Just constant attempt to disrespect you, I guess.
Many points happen. I think in some certain points, I think was strategy from the club for me to react like that.
Because they wanted you to leave?
Probably, yes.
They're trying to force you out, you think?
Yes. Not only the coach, but the other 2 or 3 guys there around the club.
At the senior executive level?
Yes.
Wow.
That I felt betrayed.
And you think they're trying to get rid of you?
Honestly, I shouldn't say that. I don't know. But listen, I don't care. I'm always, people should listen the truth.
Damn.
Yes, I feel betrayed. And I felt that
Betrayed,
some people
though.
that don't want me here, not only this year, but last year too.
Who?
They didn't want you to go there at
They
all.
bought you.
No.
Really?
No. Yes. The owners of the club, they don't.
The Glazers.
The Glazers, they don't care about the club. I mean, professional sport. As you know, Manchester is a marketing club. They will get his money from the marketing. The sports, they don't really care, in my opinion.
Do you ever talk to them, the Glazers?
Never.
Never.
Not
since you've gone back.
No. They give all the power to the president, the sport directive.
A lot of Manchester United fans are very negative.
Wow.
The Glazers. They think they're taking all the
That
money
coming from
out,
Ronaldo is
not spending
crazy.
Enough on players, on the infrastructure issues you talked about. Do you think the fans are right?
The fans, they're always right. I think the fans should know the truth. Should know that the players we want the best
Like the
for
video,
club.
people.
I
Like
want
the
best of
video.
club. This is why I'm coming to Manchester United. This is why I love this club. But you have some things inside the club which don't help to Manchester reach the top level as City, Liverpool, and even now Arsenal, for example, which is complicated. It's difficult. It's hard. In my opinion, it will be hard for Manchester to be in the top of the game the next 2-3 years. If they don't change.
If the Glazers stay as owners.
I'm not mean the Glazers, but
The structure.
the structure. As Picasso say, you have to destroy it, to rebuild. And if they can start from me, for me, it's not a problem. I'm always gonna say I love Manchester United. I love the fans. They're always on my side. But if they want to do it, different era, different generation, they have to change many, many things.
When you walked away at Spurs and didn't go on, Gary Neville said your behaviour was unacceptable, called for you to be punished. He said he knows what he's doing. He's experienced, and players of that power have a real negative impact when they do it. The influence they have on other players is really negative. And it was after that that you gave them the old blank treatment, which was very funny, by the way. But for Neville to say that about you,
they don't see the big picture. Why I react like that? What's happened?
all the behind the scenes stuff.
All the behind the scenes. I was probably not provoked. They will accept to play 3 minutes after the all situations that going through the last 2 months. Don't tell me that top players, the guys who won everything, the key players, will play 3 minutes. Come on, this isn't acceptable. After what they keep saying before, that they respect me, they do this, they do that. For me, it wasn't not respect. This is why I take this decision. I regret. I apologize to my teammates for the situation. I did a post in Instagram. I regret to left from the stadium. I regret my teammates. They know what I felt. I said to them, apologize. But in the same way, I'm not regret to take the decisions to don't coming on. I'm like that. I will be always like that. If you don't have respect for me, I'm never gonna have respect for you. And the coach didn't have respect for me, so this is why
he feels betrayed by the coach. He feels the coach doesn't understand. Like, my name is Ronaldo, bro.
Press that he can't with me, like me, blah 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 blah. But it's only for the press.
Really?
Yes, 100%.
So where are you now in your head with all this? Because the World Cup is about to start. You're going to go there with Portugal, and we'll talk about that in a moment. With a very exciting team, actually. But where are you with United? They won't be playing again now until after Christmas. That leaves a few days before the January transfer window. Do you think you'll still be a United player come January 1st?
It's difficult to tell right now, Piers, because my mood is right now to the World Cup. It's probably my last World Cup, of course, my 5th World Cup. I don't know what's going to happen after the World Cup. But as I told you before, and I will say again, the fans will be always in my heart. And I hope they being in my side, even if I'm back or if I'm not back or if I stay or whatever. Nobody's perfect. Episodes in the life we all have. It's part of the human beings. It's part of me to be a human being and father as well. I always will commit mistakes.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's hard to tell you right now what's going to happen in the World Cup because my focus is always for the World Cup, for the Portugal national team.
Coming next, will Ronaldo still be at Old Trafford after the World Cup? I'll ask him.
Well, you just did. Back to the ads, man. Back to the ads, man. Back to the ads, man. These man and their ads, bruv. Interesting how this whole thing turned out, man. I don't know what will happen now going forward. Do I know? I think the first thing is that he is definitely not gonna play for Manchester United. I don't see him playing for Manchester United, in all honesty. I really do not see him playing for Manchester United. He might go, there might be a bit of rumors, but come January window, he has to go. That might be his leaving speech. Because if you even think about it, right? In all honesty, they removed his picture from the face of Old Trafford Stadium yesterday. He's definitely done at United, David. I think he's definitely done at United. A lot of things have happened, People have done wrong. He's done wrong. Whatever. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, he's felt like he's been disrespected. Firstly, everybody's allowed to feel how they feel, but I think the way he's worded certain things about Ten Hag, people are not going to accept it because Ten Hag is the guy for Man United that everybody feels. And you go and say something about Ten Hag, they're just not going to have it. That's just how it is. That is simply how it is. Um, I hope though he can. I hope he can go and find a club where he does good things. In all honesty, I hope he can go somewhere and find a club where he can win and have a couple bit of success. But this is sad how this whole thing has turned out. The whole thing has turned out so ugly, man. And I'm just sad that Ronaldo has to end up like this. I wish it was ending in good terms, like in a little Carabao or a FA Cup or something. I wish. Even the smallest trophy, man. But it was absolutely nothing. He wasn't even involved in the smallest bit of thing, man. Man, he wasn't the smallest bit of thing. Um, but yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. What do you lot think of the documentary? I mean, not documentary, the interview so far. What does everybody think? I don't know, man. I don't even care, to be honest. I don't even care, man. I just want to love Ronaldo outside of Manchester now at this point. I hope he goes to Bayern Munich and does miracles, because then I can go and be like, oh yeah, Ronaldo's doing amazing in Bayern Munich, or Ronaldo's doing very well at PSG. I just can't do it in Man United anymore, man. No, in Man
Your
United.
time again, knowing what was going to happen. Would you sign for Manchester United again?
As I told in the beginning, I'm always took my decisions by not emotional moments, but maybe this decision I took by emotional, I'm not regret because I took with 100% conscience, but it was more emotional than rational. Don't know if it makes sense. But it was good. Was good because I was happy when they left me be happy. So I tried to give my advices, my experience to help Manchester United to be where they deserve to be. I don't pretend to be more smart than the other ones. Nobody is smarter than me, but I'm not smarter than nobody. When I arrive in Manchester United, I always be available to help the team to do the good things, to put in the right spots, to compete with the best teams. But it's hard when they cut your legs and they don't like you to shine, and they don't listen to your advices. I think I have a word to advise to the club, because the trophies that I won, individual and collective, I think I can help a lot. But when the infrastructure is not good,
What's amazing is you ended last season with hat tricks. You're scoring hat tricks for fun, one against Tottenham. You know, you were playing great football, but you were starting most games. And now this season, you've barely started any games.
something happened.
You know, I'd imagine you're a bit like a racehorse, right? If you don't
I
start,
didn't do the preseason.
right, right,
Is the excuse?
right, which
I
is
did the
ridiculous.
preseason, so
You think if you'd been able to just do what you did last season, you just carried on scoring?
for sure. You think I did learn to score goals? Maybe I'm not motivated that I'm supposed to be. Probably.
But Ronaldo, man,
As I
it
told
wasn't
you
looking
before,
good,
Chris,
man. The
I'm
way
a
you were
human being.
performing.
I feel the things. I'm not perfect, but my motivation is not the same that I was a few months ago. I hope to change.
Do you feel like you need a fresh challenge?
I'm not saying if it's fresh challenge, but let's see. I cannot answer right now because my focus is for the World Cup. But I don't know. Maybe it's good for Manchester and probably it's good for me as well to have a new chapter. Probably, but I don't know. If I will be back, I will be the same Cristiano. But I hope people being on my side and let me shine like I did all the clubs and all years.
What is the truth about other clubs making offers for you? Some people have said there were no offers at all. I happen to know that there was a gigantic one from Saudi Arabia. I mean,
For
it was
example,
like 350 million euros for 2 seasons. Is that the
it's
kind
true.
of,
Yes, it's true.
that's a
Jay!
sum of money,
Yes,
which you turned down.
in that moment, yes.
I mean, that to me says you're not just about the money.
It's what I'm gonna mention now. They say many garbage things that if you are agent, what you're gonna do? You go the clubs, but George Mendes, for example, have more than 100 players, and they go Chelsea, they go Arsenal. They always mention Cristiano Ronaldo. They offer Cristiano. Please, let's be honest. Who's the most expensive player, salary player that Premier League have in history? It's me, even with 37 years old. They even offer me to Sporting or Napolis. I will be honest with you. I didn't have many clubs, but I have many offers of the other clubs, right. Which is I didn't change because I didn't plan to do it, but I have. But what the press keeping say and the garbage press say that nobody wants me, which is completely wrong. And I was happy here, to be honest. I was motivated to do it, a great season here, but they continue to repeat. Nobody wants Cristiano. How they don't want a player who last year scored 32 goals with national team?
I mean, that's the point I don't get, because there are people out there, and you see them, you hear them, and they say, "Well, he's not the player he used to be," as if somehow at 37 you're going to be as good as you were at 21. Anyway,
everyone changed.
But you are the greatest 37-year-old anyone's ever seen, right? And you're still extremely fit. So it just seems to me nothing's changed from the player I saw banging in hat-tricks last season, except you have a coach who doesn't want to start you.
A few months, what they're going to change? There's nothing.
But it feels
interesting.
like you still be a top player.
But for me, it's stupid question when the people say, they are not the same. Nobody is the same. Day by day, we're getting old. Every one of us. You understand? It's normal. You have to adapt. And I think nobody in this game have this brain that adapts with his age. I'm not want to be cocky to say that I'm the same that when I was 20. Of course, no. But I'm adapt and I be smart to know my strength, what I'm good to do. And I'm still playing the high level and I score goals and I will continue to score goals if my mind is clear and happy. And if the people surround me that help me to be a successful player, especially the coach, the president, directives. But when you feel that the energy don't go surround you, it's difficult you to be yourself, which is happened. This is what's happened with me. But what they say the last 3 months is completely garbage and wrong. They say that I offer me this and that, and many presidents and directives speak about they reject from it. It's completely lie. They lie because it's not what's happened. I had many clubs, not many, a few clubs that they want me to sign, and I didn't go because I feel comfortable here. This is the truth.
How easy is it to turn down £350 million to kick a football for 2 years in Saudi Arabia?
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. In the same way, I thought that I was very happy here, that I'm still capable to score goals and make people happy.
Is it also that you want to keep playing at the highest level, that you want to play Champions League football, you want to keep breaking records? Is it, again, it comes back to my gut feeling about you, that if it was just about money, you'd be in Saudi Arabia, right, earning this king's ransom, but that's not what motivates you. You want to keep at the top.
Because I thought I still believe that I can score many goals and help the team, because I still believe that I'm still good and capable to help national team, even Manchester United. But if you don't feel surround you that the energies is in your side, it's difficult. Of course, the criticism is going to exist all the time. 37 is still not the same, but I want to see if some guy of my age maintain the level that I show. You're not going to teach me that. Nobody going to teach me that. I know.
Are you as fit as you've ever been, do you think?
Yes. In this moment, I feel very good. I believe that I'm going to do it amazing World Cup. I'm prepared physically and mentally.
But you're not that fast. Let's be honest, man.
It is what it is. Life is good. I'm good. My mental is good. I'm happy to do this interview with you. I know they're going to generate many polemic.
Of course.
But Cristiano.
But they would anyway, right? I mean, they've all had their say. and now you're entitled to have your say. And you know better than anybody because you are Cristiano Ronaldo.
They criticize me when I don't speak. Of course, when I'm going to speak, they criticize me even more. But it's something that I can deal with that. I know I'm going to disappoint a few people. Maybe I'm going to make happy a few people, but it is what it is. The life it's completely difficult. We have obstacles in our lives, and I will keep running to fight against the people who don't believe me. And the life is a challenge, and I want the people that they're wrong when they say that.
If you do leave United, and I accept that this is not a done decision either way, but if you do, and it seems to me like it's more likely than not as we sit here, what would your message be to Manchester United fans who've had to read all this stuff all year and probably have a very mixed idea about where the truth lies? What would you say to them if you do end up leaving?
It's hard for me to say that I will not be back to Manchester United, but regardless, as you say, it's let's see what's going to happen. But as I told you before, the fans for me always will be in my side, will be always in my heart. I see during the days when I go to the street, the love, the passion the people have for me, the respect. I hope that they never forget the things that I will continue to do it, not only in the past, but in the present too. Manchester will be always in my side. The fans will be always in my side. Doesn't matter what's going to happen. And I appreciate the love that they send for me all the time, even when I'm done play. Even when they criticize me, they always will be in my heart. So thank you to all the supports. Hope to see you soon, and they always will be in my heart.
And what about Sir Alex, the man who persuaded you to come back again? Really, like a father figure to you, really, in many ways, like another father to you. What's his take on everything that's been happening? What's his opinion of all this?
I don't speak with him like 1 month ago, but it's always on my side. He always understands me. He knows better than nobody that the club is not on the path that they deserve to be. He knows. Everyone knows. The people who don't see that is because they don't want to see. They are blamed. The fans, they are always the answer and the passion for the game. Manchester belongs to the fans, but they should know the truth. The infrastructure, they are not good. They should change. If not, Manchester's not going to be where they used to be when Sir Alex Ferguson, David Gill was. And I hope to be part, if they count with me, to help the club to be successful. If not, the life will continue. I will continue to my journey. I will continue to make fans happy and score goals and do it tricks and everything. And it's good. It's part of my journey.
Damn.
Up next, Ronaldo and Lionel Messi and the World Cup in Qatar.
Damn, bro. Back to ads, bro. Interesting, man. I don't really know. Like, he ain't really say a lot of shit about Ten Hag, man. People were going crazy saying, yeah, he said this about Ten Hag, he said that about Ten Hag. Oh my God, he cursed out Ten Hag, whatever. He ain't really say all of that about Ten Hag. He said the guy and me don't get on. And guess what? It's not the first time in the history of football where a player and a manager doesn't get on. So me, I don't care, man. Ten Hag is here. In Ten Hag we trust. In Ten Hag we believe. Ten Hag will lead us until shit hits the fan. I'm with Ten Hag, and until then, Ronaldo can say what he wants about Ten Hag. It doesn't change anything, man. He said rats, though. Damn. Ronaldo said rats. That is crazy, man. Chat, how you feeling, man? How's everybody feeling about this? It's such a meh interview. Wayne, you know what? You've summed it up really well. I like the way you summed it up. It's a very, okay, yeah, I don't care about it anymore. But, you know, But yeah, people were going crazy, man. People were going crazy. They were saying, "Oh my god." But at the end of the day, it's Ronaldo. Kevin Carey, man. Kevin Carey, man. You lot are funny, bro. Kevin Gary's in the chat, bro. Me. Yeah, it's pain, bro. What is it? David, where is it? David Banner, Mr. McGee, don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry, Ronaldo. Mr. Neville, don't criticize me. You wouldn't like me when I'm criticized. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. It's all right. It's a mad interview so far, man. It's not really. People were going crazy. I said to the chat, chill, man. It wasn't really all of that, man. It's not really. He didn't say crazy things. People were going so crazy. Oh my God, Ronaldo said this. Ronaldo said this. He said this about Ten Hag. That's what they were doing, man. Chill, man. It doesn't matter. Ronaldo cussed out Ten Hag. He said he doesn't respect Ten Hag. So what? It's not the first time, man. We love Ten Hag. That's all that matters. Why are you lot so pressed? Oh, he doesn't like Ten Hag. Oh. Yeah, man. People, Ronaldo. I don't get it, man. It don't fucking matter, man. I get friends of mine telling me they don't like their managers every fucking day. It don't mean shit, man.
Talk to you briefly about the World Cup. Your fifth World Cup. You say it's your last.
It's not that deep, Lyric. You're right.
41. The next one, could we have a sixth World Cup potentially?
Will be tough. Will be tough.
So this may be the last one.
Probably, yes.
You've got an exciting team full of experience and young players, Portugal. Are you optimistic about your chances?
I'm very optimistic. We have a fantastic coach. We have a good generation of football players. I'm looking forward that we're going to do it amazing World Cup.
Would that be for you the pinnacle of your career to win a World Cup with Portugal?
Piers, I dreamed one time about that.
Holding the World Cup.
Yes. It's going to be tough, extremely difficult, but everything is possible. But of course, we're going to compete. It's hard to beat.
Who are the biggest rivals, do you think?
We are not the favorites. We are never favorites.
No, of course, but who do you weren't favorites when you won the Euros,
exactly,
right?
Exactly.
Who do you think are the ones to really watch? Who are the best squads out there?
Probably France. I will put Spain, Argentina, Germany, Brazil, of course.
They look good to me.
They look good.
What about, you haven't mentioned them?
England as well. yeah, of course, England.
You think England have a chance?
Have a chance beside Portugal, in my opinion. But let's see. We'll be different. We'll be in a winter.
Is it weird playing in winter? Do you care?
I don't really care, to be honest. A part of the issues that the country, wherever they try to speak now that it wasn't not good option to do it there, but they should do that before. We should focus only in football, the competition, to people to enjoy.
Do you think all the politics and the morality debates and stuff, should that all be left aside now?
100%.
Focus on the game.
Course.
I feel that.
Of course, they should do that.
That debate should be had before you award the countries.
Exactly. They should concentrate it in all competition, all the national teams, the people to be welcome in Qatar, and I see a good tournament. To be honest, I think Qatar, they are prepared. They are prepared for that, and will be weird to play in the beginning of the season. Yes, but in the same way, a challenge. I think it's. To be honest, it's good. I feel good. I feel with good energy.
So what about this idea? You get to the final. Portugal, the Argentina. You score 2. Messi scores 2. The last minute, 94th minute, you score a third for your hat trick and you win the World Cup. Is that, be honest?
It's too good.
Is that the dream?
It's too good. I did not expect that. Too good dream.
But if it happened.
Come on.
That's the dream.
You can score another player. I don't care. If the Portugal be in a final and score, even the goalkeeper. I will be the most happy man in the world. But if this happens, come on. I will say I will finish football if this happens.
That's it. You retire, right?
Yeah, I retired. 100%. 100%.
I mean, it may well be Messi's last World Cup. He's never won it either. I mean, you're linked forever, the pair of you. To me, the greatest there's ever been. You're number one for me.
Thank you.
He's number two. You're number one to you. He's number two. But it's an amazing relationship you have, even though you're not, I know, great friends or anything, but you're always respectful when you see each other.
Very. All the time.
What do you think of him, Messi, now? As you both head to maybe your last World Cup?
As a football player,
Yeah, and as a person.
amazing. Player is magic, top. As a person, we share the stage 16 years. Imagine 16 years we
At the highest level.
we share. So I have great relationship with him. I'm not friend of him in terms of, when I mean friend is the guy who is with you in your house, who speak on the phone. No, but he's like a teammate. He's a guy that I really respect the way he always speak about me. Even his wife or my wife, my girlfriend, they always respect. They are from Argentina. My girlfriend is from Argentina.
Yeah.
So good. What I'm gonna say about Messi? Great things. He's a good guy. He do everything for football.
The best player you've ever seen, excluding yourself?
Probably yes. Him, Zidane, probably. Yes. That I play, fight with him. Yes.
Have you ever had dinner together?
Never.
Would you like to?
Why not?
One day to sit down
Yes. Listen. I love.
Can I come?
I love, of course. I love to meet people. I love people. You know, I love to share things.
Bro, I
ideas,
asked you to sign my
learn
shirt
things,
about like to meet people.
ideas,
You didn't
new
look happy that day.
new brains. Why not? I will do it for sure. I will do it
That would be
in a few years.
Yeah.
At the bat, as Maradona and Pele did.
Yes.
No problem. Come on, I'm a good person. I know I have a good heart. I don't like to to criticize people. It's not the way I took my life. Everything is positive.
And if there's like a weird sequence of events and Mbappe goes to Real Madrid and PSG ring you up and go, we've had a great idea. We want to put Messi and Ronaldo up front.
everything it's possible in football. So
And that would be incredible.
why not? I don't know. As I told you before,
They'd sell some shirts.
for sure, they will sell a lot of shirts.
Are Arsenal going to win the Premier League?
I hope so.
You do?
Manchester first. If not, Arsenal is some team that I like to see to play.
Did you rate the team at the moment?
Yes, I do. I like the team. I like the coach. I think they do it a good team. And if Manchester United don't win the Premier League, I will be happy if Arsenal do.
What would you like your legacy to be?
What?
Cristiano? I mean, well, let me ask you first. Do you have any plans to retire? I mean, how long do you think you can keep playing football?
I want to play 2 years more.
2 years more.
2-3 years more maximum. I want to finish with 40. I think will be 40. A good age. But I don't know. I don't know the future. Sometimes you plan one thing for your life. And as I told many times, the life is dynamic and you never know what's going to happen.
Tom Brady in America, the great NFL quarterback, retired. Then he has a conversation with you on the Old Trafford pitch. And whatever you said to him,
I'm psychologist, so
the next day he comes out of retirement.
Psychologist, you see? I'm good psychologist. What do you say? No, I thought he took the decision a few weeks before. But it was good.
What did you talk about, you two
To
goats?
speak about
Yeah,
him in general,
same.
he's very, very smart guy.
Same lyric.
He
Same.
knows a lot about football. We have a nice conversation. And
You scored a hat-trick that day, didn't you?
yes, I did. He gave me good energy. When I have good energy,
When you have
around me-
another goat in the stadium, does that fire you up?
exactly. When you
It's
have
a
another
goat thing, right?
Yes. Energies. It's all about energy. When you have good energy around you, I can be interesting things.
What about Jordan Peterson, who I know came to see you?
Amazing man.
Yeah, because I've interviewed him a few times, and he was fascinated to meet you and to talk to you, both about private things, about what had happened to your family this year, but also about professionally you and your situation.
I'm a huge fan of him. I read his book, 12 Rules. And I felt that is really, really interesting guy. And I love to meet smart people. And fantastic man. And I learn a lot, some advices that he give me, not only
What
for
was,
this
what was the
moment.
best advice he gave you?
We had a nice strategic conversation, not only for the moment of my life. I mean, not only for football, because my life is not resumed only for football. I'm a businessman. I have, and many important things on my life. And when you are surrounded with these people, with you as well, people that make your life more interesting, they reach something in your daily life, I appreciate, because it's that kind of people that thinking outside the box, which is I appreciate. And we had a nice conversation, strategic conversation, not only for the moment, but for the future as well. He gave him some points that I never expect, but the beginning was to meet him, a good person, an intelligent person, and was fantastic. And we keep in touch. I speak with him. It's good.
You're going to do Cristiano Ronaldo's 12 rules to life?
Why not? For the future,
Maybe
probably.
20. You got more rules.
Exactly. For the future, probably. I wanna educate it. I want to educate it, not only my family, but my fans. As you know, I have millions of fans.
Yeah.
Probably for the future, I want to do it some book, but not the type of book.
I've got a good idea for you on that. I told you. It's a good one.
But to help people how to maintain longevity.
And also, I think in your case, how to survive life, right? There's a lot of people out there who are struggling to just deal with life. And the one thing you do better than anybody I've seen in sport is resilience, mental strength, right? That's what it's really
I think
about.
it's the most important thing. And I can see me in the future. Of course, I want to improve my English.
It's very good. It's much better even than last time I interviewed.
Yeah, but I have to improve. I have to do more interviews. I have to improve. I know, I want to improve, and I see myself to do it when I'm retired, to speak for millions of people, advices, how to be a professional player, how to maintain your longevity, how I'm not a psychologist, but I passed through many things, and I can
above all, how to win,
which is the most important. And I think
that's what it's all about.
I have experience to inspire people for that. I think I'm a role model, and I can help many people in that way if they want my help.
If they want to listen to it, right?
For sure, especially the young people. I want to be with the young people, to speak with them, not only for them, but
become a manager,
for the
you never
fathers
know.
as well, to put them in the right spot.
Cristiano, what a pleasure. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much, Piers. It was a pleasure for me too.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Ended with a wink. Of course it did. An extraordinary interview with an extraordinary footballer and an extraordinary man. Did he change your mind? That's for you to decide. One thing's for sure, he set the record straight, and he was most definitely uncensored.
That's it. Done now. Finished, man. Yeah. Okay interview, innit? Okay interview. Nothing really. People overreacted for sure. People went crazy for no reason, man. A lot of people went crazy for no reason at all. I don't know why people went so crazy. Oh my God, he said this. To the people, let me make a tweet to the people who meh interview. How do you spell it? MEM E-H. Uh, that was a meh interview. Nothing crazy, man. That was not all that, man. That was not all that, man. To all the people that went crazy and saying, "Oh my God, Ronaldo said this, Ronaldo said that." Oh my God. You know what? Actually, the rats bit, the rats and stuff. Let's go and look back at that. Let's go and look back at the rats when he said rats. I want to go and. Oh, I have to finish the first interview as well. I haven't finished the first one. It's 10 minutes left. Let me go and finish the first one. Actually,
When you are a little bit down, to listen to this
Do
criticize.
do you read it all? Do you read newspapers? Do you read social media?
A good thing that I have, it's I don't like to read because I know 90% of the times they lie. They are garbage. The press, they are garbage. Not all of them, but most of them. They don't say the truth. And they lie. They constant lie and they constant attack me and my family. They're always negativism against my family. Why I'm gonna read? Because I know they try to make me feel bad, me and my family, which is something hard to deal. But in the end of the day, I understand. But it's really really hard.
The problem you have is you're too famous. You are the most followed human being on Instagram. But you have, I just checked, 495 million followers. I have just under 2 million on Instagram, 8 million on Twitter. So I'm catching you on Twitter slowly, but 400, you're nearly at 500 million followers on Instagram. That's insane. You're bigger than all the Kardashians put together.
It's good. It's good. I feel proud for that.
Wow.
It means a lot for me because
wow.
it means that people like me too. I'm charismatic. I think why I'm the number one. Sometimes I ask that question to myself. Why me and not another one?
Why do you
Because
think it is?
to be honest, I not just only because I play good football, because everyone knows, but I think the rest is relevant. You have to be charismatic. People have to feel some connection with you. I think to be good looking helps too.
I have the same problem. Yeah, I feel the same way.
To be honest, Chris, I don't know the real reason, but I think I'm charismatic and I'm a appetitive fruit. I don't know if we
A what?
a fruit that
yeah.
people want to bite.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can say in English.
Any particular fruit? Or?
Man said people want to bite me.
But I don't know the reason.
I mean, what's incredible to me is the power you have.
Appetite fruit.
Appetite fruit.
I don't know if it makes sense in English, but if it don't make sense, you learn.
I'll research appetite fruit. Yeah. I mean, I have a pinned tweet and it's you telling me I have good abdominals, which is a very good observation. And it's only 10 seconds long. It's had 43 million views, this clip. So thank you. Because 43 million people have heard the guy who actually has got good abdominals tell me I've got good abdominals. But it showed me that the sheer firepower you have in that world of social media. It's just extraordinary.
It's what I told you before. I have good things, which is you can sell your own product, let's say in that way, but you have to deal with many obstacles in your life too.
Do you care if people hate you? I mean, a lot of people love you, but obviously a lot of people don't. You're so big, you're going to get both. But do you care about the ones who hate Cristiano Ronaldo?
I care the people who like me. I'm not waste time for the people who don't like me. I think it's waste of time. These people, they are not interesting on my life. I like to be around the people who love me. I don't waste my time to see the criticize of people who is next to me, ex-players, for example.
I mean, one of your biggest critics has been, and I'm surprised about this.
Me too.
Wayne Rooney,
for example,
who you played with for many years very successfully, and were good friends with him. And yet, all this year, 3 or 4 times, he's come out and attacked you in the media.
Pierce, I don't understand. You should ask this question to him, but I don't know. I don't know why he criticized me so bad, or I don't believe that he's jealous of me.
He says your behavior is unacceptable. United should sell you. Blah 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 blah. I mean, it's Wayne Rooney.
It surprised me. It was 1 year ago or 6 months ago here in my house. He pick up his kids here and invite Cristiano to go to his house to play football. I really don't understand people like that, or if they wanna be in the cover of the paper, of the news, or they want a new jobs or whatever.
Is it jealousy as well, perhaps, that you're still playing and still in the
probably because he finished his career with 30s, so I'm still playing high level. I'm not gonna say that I'm looking better than him, which is true, but But it's
That is inarguable. I mean, there's no contest.
it's hard to listen that kind of criticize and negative about people who play with you. For example, Gary Neville as well.
Yeah, I mean, Gary Neville, you blanked him the other day on the pitch, and he looked quite upset actually, because he obviously likes being your friend. But he's been pretty critical of you as well. When you
People can have his own opinion, but they don't really know what's going on. For example, inside the training ground and Carrington area, or even my life, they should listen not only one point of view. They have to listen my point of view as well, because it's easy to criticize, but if you don't know the whole story, it's easy, you know. But it's Piers, as I said before, it's part.
Are they still friends of yours, or do you have a line where
They are not my friends. They are colleagues. We play together. They're not coming. We not have a dinner together, for example. But as
That's
I told
all right.
you,
You didn't even say
Piers,
anything bad.
before, it's part of my journey. They keep criticize me, negativism every time. So I continue my trip, and I have to catch up the people who like me.
some of your ex-colleagues have been incredibly supportive? Rio Ferdinand has always got your back. Roy Keane always has your back. Whatever happens, he's always supported you and has continued to do so. Does that mean a lot to you?
It means a lot because I was in the dressing room with them. They are part of my journey in football as well. As I mentioned many times, Roy Keane for me was my best captain ever. Rio Ferdinand helped me a lot. He was my neighbor. I was his neighbor. So very, very good guys. Not just because they speak good about me, but they was there in the dressing room. They are football players. They know how players thinking and the behaves, etc. And to listen ex colleagues or teammates to criticize you, and they only see one point of view.
Do you feel a bit betrayed when they do that?
Yes,
Because you played together.
It's easy to criticize. I don't know if they have a job in television that they must criticize to be more famous. I really don't understand.
You think they use your name a bit to
I think they take advantage of that because they are not stupid. And I really understand, and I have to carry on.
I mean,
with my
yeah,
life with
it is Ronaldo.
criticize or when the people speak good about
It is
you,
gonna
but
get clicked
it's
whether you
hard
like it or
when you
not.
see people who was in the dressing room with you criticizing that way.
It must hurt
It's
you.
not good.
Yeah.
Yes, I did, but
A bit.
not hard. I'm not gonna be more slim. I'm not gonna sleep bad because of the criticize. But it's not good to listen that.
Disappointing.
A little bit, yes, disappointing.
Next on Uncensored, expect fireworks and an explosive second half of my 90 minutes with Ronaldo. Your baby daughter's in hospital.
And the president of Manchester United didn't believe the empathy don't exist. The
Seen all this. Nothing much, man. Nothing much. He ain't even say something crazy. The best part, listen. 1 second. The rats video is already out. Let me bring up the rats video. Hold on.
More pounds in the bank or more Instagram followers?
It's a good question. Probably similar. I don't know. Probably similar.
I'm just trying to work out how Wayne Rooney could hate you even more, and probably that's the answer.
Well, not only him. Imagine the rest of the rats. They're gonna criticize me too.
Bro, I'm tired of that interview, man. It wasn't even all that. It wasn't even all that, man. People overreacted for no reason, man. Are you lot happy now or what, man? That wasn't all that, was it? Nothing. Nothing crazy. Best part about that whole interview were the comments he made about the Glazers. Simple. Man, Big up Woodward for the super chat, man. Woodward says CR7 in 90, 4 shots on target, 1 goal. Woodward. W in the chat for Woodward, man. W in the chat for Woodward, man. Woodward, you've done amazing now. That super chat is serious. CR7 in 90. I have to give it a W, man. W's in the chat for that comment because that is top 10. That one got me. Man. 90 minutes, 4 shots on target, 1 goal, glazes out, bang, headshot, dead. Woodward, finally a super chat that I like because a lot of times you chat shit about Martial, bro. Bad shit about Martial, bro, making me want to read Martial shit on your super chat. But this one is that's a good one. Bad shots on target, a lot of running around, a lot of zigzagging and all of this. 1 goal for Ronaldo. Yo, I had to tweet that one. Hold on. Cristiano Ronaldo. 90 minutes. What is it in 90 minutes? Cristiano Ronaldo in 90 minutes. 4 shots on target. 1 goal. What is it? 1 goal. Glazes out. What is it? 1 goal. Glazes out. What's Woodward's Twitter, man? Someone tell me Woodward's Twitter. What's Woodward's Twitter? I'm gonna tag him. Hold on. What's Woodward's Twitter? Someone tell me Woodward's Twitter, bruv. That was the most elite comment that someone could have made, man. That is the most elite comment someone could have made. Woodward, bruv. Where the fuck are you, man? I can't even find you, bruv. Where the fuck is your Twitter at, bruv? Woodward, there you go. There he is. Woodward. Some mad freaking Twitter at as well. Brother's got the weirdest Twitter at. It's got numbers and letters in it, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Nah, that's serious. That is serious. Big up Omo with the super chat as well. Says Rooney over Ronaldo. Easy. Is it? Faz. Well, Rooney. Actually, I do like Rooney. You know what? I do like Rooney though. Now, to be honest, I do like Rooney, man. Rooney is a nice guy. I love Rooney, man. Growing up, I can't, except for the outside Wayne Rooney antics, except for the outside Wayne Rooney stuff. Yeah, I like Rooney as a player. I like Rooney as a footballer. He's doing all right in his career with his manager stuff. You know, doing all right, ticking on. Good on him, man. Got a nice family. But nonetheless, what can I say? Ronaldo did outperform Rooney, man. It's just what it is. It's in front of you. But I get you, Omo. Rooney over Ronaldo in terms of some of the context that you want to give. I get you. But yeah, doing all right at 37, Ronaldo, ain't he? Man, the guy said about the youth, yeah. He did not mention anybody except for Dallo, Martinez, and a couple other guys. People bash Sancho for that, man. Jeez, man. Sancho got cooked. Sancho got cooked. The timeline, they just cooked Sancho, bro. They cooked Sancho for no reason. For no reason as well. Sancho ain't done nothing. He didn't say anything about Sancho. But boy, did he cook. Did they cook him, man. He's regrets, you know, he said, I regret leaving the stadium. He says, you know, Arsenal can win if they don't win. It's very tactical, man. Tactical interview. Oh my god. Every other KG's on the comments, bro. KG is on the comment. Let me see if KG will join my stream. Let me give KG the StreamYard link. The StreamYard link. See if KG's even. You know what? Is KG online or is he streaming? Let me ask KG. Is he streaming? Let me see if KG is streaming. KG, are you streaming, bro? KG, what are you doing? Yeah, he's streaming. Is he streaming? No, he's not streaming. He's not streaming. Nah, he's all right. He's not streaming. Let me ring KG. Let me ring KG, man. See if he answers. Yo, are you free? Oh, save. You're on my live though. They're calling you, bro. Some of the people that are calling you, bro. They're saying KG. He won't even know that, man. Yeah, I'm live now, man. I'm on live now. I just thought I'd call you.
Is everyone happy, yeah?
Everybody's happy. They're like, yeah, man, it's a minor interview. People overreacted over 59-second clips.
I'll speak to you lot. Hey, you lot, listen. That's, you believe that as well? That's cool, yeah?
Come on. What else can I take from that interview? They're saying KG come outside. They're saying KG we're good.
I'm coming outside, but I'm gonna eat my food. I'm gonna get online. I'm gonna do my thing with still, but big up all the people. Big up all the people in the chat right now. Make sure you like and subscribe, innit?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He's pissed. Hey, KG's pissed, bro. No, I don't No, I don't condone this. No, I don't condone this. I don't condone this. But I'm just saying it wasn't as bad as people made it out.
It went crazy. No, it sounded like it was gonna be more explosive.
Yeah.
It was because my man, but it's been edited, though, isn't it? Anyway, I'll tell you how I feel about it. I'll be game. If anyone wants to come and battle me on this one, I want it to be. I'll open the line sign. So now you're saying
that, oh, where's the 90 minutes, bruv? You like edited it, bruv. Legal action.
Wait, how many? Hey, first, get that man coming and tell me how long that interview is.
All in all, it is 90 minutes with the ads involved. But if you take out the ads, it's like 60 minutes in it.
But there was no ads, guys. It was just a long. It was a screensaver. It was a PowerPoint screensaver. And there we go.
Yeah, but the first interview was 47 minutes. The second interview was 58 minutes. I just checked it. I'm checking it right now. I'm looking at it right now.
Ads. No ads. Ads.
Bro, I'm looking at the video right now. The first interview.
I work in TV, yeah? We never count the ads.
But what do you want me to say? The first.
We tell you how long. For someone that works in TV, if I write a show, I tell you it's 30 minutes or it's an hour. Yeah, we don't count the ads.
Right. Okay. Without the ads. Listen. Without the ads. Bro, it's. How long was it? Wait. How long was it? It's 45 minutes. Part one was 45 minutes.
Get that man coming. If anyone wants to do, because YouTubers are great, you know, they can tell us how long that thing was. But even though I've seen enough anyway, so it's fine. But are you condoning? That's all I want to hear from you. Tell me you're condoning it.
No, I don't condone. No, of course.
Condone it, man. Because you can't tell me to come outside and you do.
No, I don't condone it. Bro, the second, okay, I've got it right now. I've got the figures. The first video was 47 minutes, and the second video was 58 minutes. That's 90 minutes, bro.
The first video was what?
47 minutes.
That's without ads, guys.
Yeah, without ads. Fuck the ads. It's 47 minutes. And the second video is 58 minutes.
I'm gonna go and check that and double back.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm gonna take a screenshot in case as well, bro. I'm looking at it right now.
We can have this conversation. But if you're telling me, yeah, So are you happy with that? That's what I want to ask you.
I don't think it's as bad as you lot
Just say
made it.
condone it, fam.
No, don't condone it. Stop making. Stop staring. Stop being a flex, man. Stop staring.
I want to ask where you stand. It's very simple. Draw a line out in the
Yeah,
sand.
but you lot were jumping up and down. You're like, Ben, they Ben.
Yeah, get him out. I feel the pain.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, man. It's minor, man. He's gonna leave anyways. Minor.
It wasn't crazy. It wasn't mad. But I'm saying, I don't plan with it.
Do you know how? Okay, here's my summary of everything. Cristiano Ronaldo in 90 minutes, 4 shots on target, 1 goal, glazes out. Same.
Big up to you. Big up to the community. You must support my brother, man.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man.
Aye, man. Bless.
Yeah, I'm onto you, fam. So just understand the argument. Know you're gonna say all the people that invite you to the smokers. I'm ready for that.
You heard it. He said, if you got smoke, bro, there's like 100 odd people, bro. It's coming. All right, safe. Bless. Nah, KG is a G, man. Big up KG, man. What a guy, man. He's just like, do you condone this? Tell me right now, do you condone this? Is this what you want? Is this what you wanted? You know, yeah. It's like, I feel like it's because it's not ammo for them, man. It's not ammo like that. He's like, tell me right now, you know, are you? It's not even that deep. It wasn't that deep. Couple things were said. Couple things were good. Couple things were bad. Couple things I condone. The Glazer stuff I condone. The kids' mentality, the younger players' mentality. I get it. Couple other things I don't. Shouldn't have talked about Ten Hag. Shouldn't have talked about Ole even. Leave everything out of the club. Just talk about the owners. Talk about your game. Address that you've not been scoring, which is facts. And that's it. But other than that, it is what it is. But I just think, you know, it's not the first time in history a player has said he doesn't respect the manager. It's just probably a misunderstanding. XYZ. It can happen, man. It can happen. It is what it is. We keep it moving. But yeah. Minor, man. People going crazy and all of this. I don't get why. Yeah, I don't get why, man. I don't get why. Let me do a poll. Quickly. Poll. Are you happy or angry with the interview? Oh no, actually. Feelings on the interview. Happy, sad, angry, don't care. Right? I've got the poll. Drop your votes. Drop your votes right now. Let me see. Vote right now, bro. Vote. I want to see what you're feeling. This is gonna suggest. I shouldn't even have put don't care, to be honest, but I did. But this is gonna tell me what you lot think. But Cristiano Ronaldo, man, 90 minutes, 4 shots on target, 1 goal, glazes out. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. Woodward, you're a G for that one. You are a G for that one. Let's see the poll. What's the poll saying? The polls are saying sad. 40% are sad. 46% don't care. Oh, more people don't care. More people don't care, man. Me ready. Ready. It's a good sign. We always had players talk bad about the club and we won lots of trophies. Couple people are happy. Indeed. Make sure if you're watching, go and drop a vote. Also, if you are not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Also, if you are not a member, become a member using the link in the bio or the super chat section. Your support helps the channel continually grow and also bring hell of a mad amount of content. So please go and make sure you're supporting the channel big up to everyone who's supporting. Because of your support as well, I'm able to travel and bring you guys more content. For example, the Barcelona trip that's coming up. I am going to Barcelona, Man United versus Barca. I'm going to be covering both legs, bringing you guys lots of videos for that as well. So yeah, make sure you keep supporting the channel. To all the members and the people who give the super chats, bless up, and I appreciate you lot, man. I really, really appreciate you. And you can join any level of membership. Both levels are exactly the same. It's up to you how much and what level you want to join in, but we're all equal. You are all equal, man. And members get to come on the stream as well. So yeah, big up the members. You lot will get to come on the stream and have your say as well. So yeah, let me see, man. Shall I open the lines for the members now? I don't even care though, to be honest. In all honesty, yeah, I don't even care about this interview. It doesn't even make any. I don't even. I don't even. I don't even know. Josh says on an unrelated note, Faz, are you a full time or part time? When you're in this game of content creating, you are full time. There is no part time. The amount of work that goes behind the scenes, yeah, you can't be part time in this thing. You can't be part time content creators. I don't know if part time content creators can get to 10K subscribers. In all honesty, I don't have 10K yet myself, but I'm just saying, I don't think part time content creators can. So it's always a full time. The level of work that goes behind the screen, you just think, oh, I'm streaming 2 hours and then going and never doing anything to do with content. And it's not like that. It's not like that at all. It's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes, especially when you're doing it alone. Almost says he walked off mid-match, disrespect my manager, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, he said he regretted it though. He said he regretted it. Oh, by the way, side topic, Warzone stream. I'm gonna bring you guys some Warzone stream. By the way, I'm gonna be playing some Warzone, so keep an eye out for that Warzone stream pending for you lot. I'm gonna figure it out. For some reason, my Warzone stream, the sound doesn't come through. It's a weird one with the Warzone. I don't know why, but I'm gonna figure it out anyways. FIFA stream as well. Trying to get to World Cup and win it with Brazil, but struggling. Keep getting to the semifinals, getting knocked out. Keep going to the finals, keep getting knocked out. But yeah, FIFA stream after this coming as well. But walking off mid game, I don't condone that at all. I mean, that ever since that day, I was like, yeah, you disrespected my badge. You've never done it with anyone else. Why would you do it here? Why? Why? I don't consider he should stay in the club anyways. He's definitely not gonna stay. Definitely not gonna stay. And with that as well, you see people now saying, or the media now saying, Mbappe and this, that, the other. It's not gonna happen as well. What's Twitter saying? I don't know, man. Ronaldo just ended up bashing Rooney for no reason, man. Don't know why. But anywho, where's Griggs, man? Let me actually get Griggs on this. I want to talk to Griggs, man, because Griggs is the guy, yeah, who really hates Ronaldo right now. I just want to speak to, the way the whole thing is gone, yeah. I want to speak to specific individuals for a bit. Let me get Griggs up. Griggs, come through, man. I wanna hear from you, Griggs. What are you feeling? I don't know. If you've watched the interview, come. If you've not watched it, there's no point. There's no point. Warzone 2. Yeah. I'm gonna try to work it out today. Van de Beek never. You lot are geniuses, bro. You lot are geniuses, bro. I love you lot. I said Van de Beek never walked out on Ole, bro. That's amazing. Your comments, yeah. You lot comments are fucking. Ole threw. He threw gum at Ole, bro. Man said, "Fuck this shit, man. Ole gonna freestyle, man. Get the fuck out of here." Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, we need to play the fucking Undertaker music because this guy is here, man. This guy is here, man.
I heard I was wanted.
You're not wanted. I just wanted to 1 second. I just wanted to speak to you and I just wanted to understand, man. How you feeling, man?
I'm good. I was recording during the interview. I just caught up on all the quotes and clips.
So you haven't watched the full thing?
I'm not watching Piers Morgan, bro. I refuse to go on that channel and give that single channel a view. Nah, he'd go fuck himself, respectfully. Bro, I'm not.
Firstly, it feels almost like deja vu, but I feel like I've been here with you before.
Yeah, bro, we did this on Monday, and my opinion hasn't changed on it. It's the same. It's the same thoughts I had on Monday. I lost respect for Ronaldo. I think that he's in the wrong. Yes, he said some things right, but overall, I don't care about him, bro. He could leave. He could go to Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Arsenal, since he loves Arsenal so much now. Apparently, this guy's an Arsenal fan. Yeah, maybe Piers Morgan converted him. I don't know.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
You sound like my girl, bro.
Bro, everything.
If you like that, go there then. If you like that, go there. Go do this.
I mean, yeah, he clearly does. I know he said that he thinks that he could there's a way back for him at Man United, but he also thinks there should be a new chapter. He also said that he planned to stay the whole summer, which is kind of false because then why is George Mendes twerking you out, pimping you out in terms of all of Europe? Because every single club, apparently, George Mendes was at their place. So,
well, he said, the Saudi stuff is true.
Yeah,
He said the other managers and clubs coming out saying they don't want him is false. He said, a lot of media shit was exaggerated and unnecessary, and it's just blown out of proportion simply because of my name. And I understand and appreciate that. But in all honesty, overall, he's not said anything that absolutely is like, what the fuck?
I know. Really. I think calling people that criticize you rats is a little disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. That's
a term. Yo, calling someone a rat for me is very disrespectful. That's not a term that's like a joke.
Yeah, that's okay.
Calling someone a rat is, especially like Rooney, like, bro. Yeah, Rooney criticized you, but you literally just called him a rat.
Yeah, but I think him and Rooney never got on ever since that World Cup, or was it Euro?
That was a World Cup. I guess. I mean, if they were at each other's houses, then they're clearly friends of some sort. Well, before they used to be.
But Rooney hasn't even said anything like that about him, unless he knows something Rooney has said, which was behind the scenes.
Well, I think Rooney, like a decade ago, said that Messi's the best player of all time.
Maybe so.
Obviously, when Ronaldo thinks of himself the best, obviously, which is fair enough. Obviously, you should always consider yourself the best at what you do, no matter what. That's part of being a person. Yeah. So I'm not, but bro, one thing I saw was the Tottenham thing. He said that he thought the suspension for 3 days was egregious. He thought that was like disrespectful to him.
He's never been suspended before in his defense.
Yeah, because he's never done something stupid like that.
And that is also fair. Yep.
If you're gonna walk out at the middle of a match, refusing to come on, what did you think they were gonna do? Give you a pat on the back and say, "Yeah, you just show up to training the next day, bro"? That's not how life works. If you at your job, bro, if you at your job and you walked out, what would happen?
At the end of the day, do you see his perspective where you didn't bring me on for City because you respect my legacy, but then you want to bring me on for 3 minutes? What kind of legacy is that?
For me, I looked at it in terms of the context of the matches. I think the City game, we were getting absolutely dominated. And I think if he came on, it would have been even worse because of the type of player that he is in terms of his play style. Okay. Against Spurs, bro, we're winning anyway. So you can just come on, get some minutes, get some fresh minutes on the legs. And then you're going to suit up for the next game was against Chelsea on Saturday.
3 minutes, though, like fresh 3 minutes. We're like, I'm Ronaldo. What's 3 minutes, man? What do you mean 3 minutes?
I guess. I mean, for me, it's just, bro, you're part of a team, bro. If the manager asks you to come on, you got to come on. Or at least you tell him, I don't want to come on, and just go sit back down like Kepa did with Mauricio Sarri. It's like, I'm not coming off or something like that. You don't just walk down the tunnel. That made a whole spectacle of it.
Yeah. But he said he regrets it. He said, okay.
Yeah, he did apologize for it, but he also said that he thought he didn't deserve to get suspended. So I think for me, it's clearly he hasn't he said that he knows that he's not the same footballer when he was 20 years old. But I think deep down he hasn't accepted that he is declining. Like he talked about his stats last year. Bro, like, yeah, you put up stats, but you also weren't that good last year. The stats were in spurts.
I mean, he did better than Harry Kane.
Maybe in terms of like statistical, but I still think Harry Kane was a better player than him last season, in my opinion. Especially after Antonio Conte Antonio Conte came in as manager.
Yeah. I mean, even the preseason thing, other players walked out, whatever.
He also lied about that. He said Ten Hag never mentioned other players. Ten Hag has mentioned other players. There's quotes of Ten Hag mentioning other players.
But no, he said about in the interview, he says to me that, oh, you haven't had a preseason. But then there are some other players who also didn't have preseason, and they're getting into the team straight away.
The only one was Anthony, and Anthony knows Ten Hag's system from heart to heart. Casemiro did not start right away. He got eased in, and Casemiro is a similar age of Ronaldo in terms of more of a veteran. Anthony's still a young player, and like I said, he knows Ten Hag's system through heart and heart.
Yeah, I think at this point, the simple thing is Ronaldo demands respect based on his name.
Yeah, and Ten Hag is the type of manager that pretty much says that it's how the way Sir Alex Ferguson handled it. And Sir Alex Ferguson would have done the same thing what Ronaldo's doing now. No player is ever bigger than the manager and the club. And Ronaldo, I know Ronaldo deep down thinks that he's bigger than Erik Ten Hag. And he has a right to feel that because he's accomplished way more in the game. But you could feel that, but you don't act out on it. You just feel it. When your manager's your manager, you got to respect your boss. And Erik Ten Hag is your boss. And yeah, you could have disagreements with him, but he's taking it to a different level of extreme, in my opinion.
I think, like I said, he just wants to be respected based on the accolades he's had, and he feels like he's not really had that level of respect given to him. I mean, Ronald poses a question about preseason, and Eriksen didn't have a preseason yet. He got to play straight away against Brighton, Brentford, Liverpool, Southampton, Leicester, Arsenal. He's played every game almost, Eriksen. But then again, that is not to say that just because Eriksen has, it means Ronaldo has to. Eriksen is a Ten Hag type of player. He wants that type of
Ronaldo,
player.
when you look at his minutes in the Prem, he played 45 against Brighton. He played a full 90 against Brentford. And then against Liverpool, the game plan didn't call for him to start, obviously, and it was the correct decision. Southampton, he played 20 minutes, and he almost literally tore his knee up in that same exact game. And he got used as a sub for a couple of games. He's played minutes. He's played in almost every Premier League game except the Man City game and the Spurs game, which he walked out on.
No, facts.
So we can't say his minutes aren't there, but if you look at his production compared to minutes, my guy has 3 goals in all comps in over 1,000 minutes. Do you think that you should be playing more minutes?
I think he said it himself that, look, you're not gonna teach me how to score goals in it. That's the come on now.
I mean, right now he needs some education on how to score goals, clearly.
But it's just not worked out, is it, Griggs? Like, you know what? After the interview, I don't like or hate Ronaldo. It's not like I like or dislike him. I just think he was just trying to air out his thoughts and how he feels. Look, he doesn't respect Ten Hag. But Griggs, does that change anything? Like, let's be honest, it don't matter, does it?
I just don't like the way he went about it. Like, he could feel whichever way he wants. Okay. I just don't like the way he went about it. That's the thing for me. I think this kind of interview is what you do after you leave a club, not while you're employed by a club.
Do you think, because I know deep down inside you still love Ronaldo. I know.
I wouldn't say love. I think I've lost the term love.
But you still appreciate Ronaldo deep down.
As a player, yeah. As a player, of course.
Football. You appreciate football. I know you do, and you may at the moment feel hurt.
I said it this way, bro. The Ronaldo I love died after he left Real Madrid. The Juventus and this version in 20 years, I'm gonna forget about it. I'll just remember 2007 to 2018. That's the Ronaldo I grew up watching as a little kid, and the one that made me fall in love with football. So he'll always have that endearment in my heart. But I think as a person, the footballer, I'll always love the footballer, especially Prime Ronaldo. Like, I'm never going to disrespect him and say, yes, I've joked today that Luis Nani is the Portuguese goal to Man United, because shout out Luis Nani. That's a baller right there. But it's
Nani's a baller, man. Nani's a baller.
But it's obviously Cristiano Ronaldo. But in terms of like as a person, for me, I think as I've grown older, I've been more detached to the person of Ronaldo, in my opinion.
Yeah. I'm with you. Time moves on. I'm on the Neymar camp right now, man. Everything's Neymar related for me.
Bro, Neymar, I'm not gonna lie. Neymar wins the World Cup. He might end up, he's creeping up my goal list. Like, he might actually end up being number one eventually.
Yeah. I'm with you. I think my romance with Ronaldo has died out over the years, especially now. I wanted to ask you: do you think you'll appreciate him maybe slightly more or differently if he now goes to another club and has a bit of achievement? Because at his age, I don't recall players other than Zlatan Ibrahimovic winning something. Zlatan won a Europa League when he was 39, was it?
I've said 37.
38?
He's like Ronaldo's age now.
37?
Yeah.
No. Zlatan is 41.
Oh, I see. And yeah, he won it. We won the Europa League 5 years ago, right? So 36.
So he was 37-ish, 36-ish. Other than that, I don't recall a player winning anything. And obviously, he's recently won the league in his respective league as well, without doing much.
I feel like with Ronaldo, I think the next time I'll really appreciate him is when he retires, because then that's when I'll look back at like his accomplishments from my younger days. But right now, for me, I don't see him going to a top European club and succeeding. I'm not gonna lie with you. I don't think he's at that level anymore. I think if he goes to a top club, I think he'll be at the same level that he's at Man United, as a bench player, as a sporadic starter if the situation calls for it. But if he goes like Serie A, and maybe Serie A, he could go to like a Roma or something and still cook for them. But bro, like if he wants to go to Bayern Munich, respectfully, bro, I don't think you're good enough to start for Bayern Munich. And you could maybe in the Bundesliga, which I don't think he is, because Bundesliga is a very intense league in terms of requires a lot of running, pressing. He doesn't have the capabilities. Maybe in Champions League, but I think at the top level, I think he's cooked. And you know what? Maybe in the he talked about Portugal. Maybe I want him to win the World Cup and just go on that high. Yeah. I think that's probably actually the best scenario from right when I think about it, because that could just erase everything that he has to endure over the next couple of years, because he wants to play to 40. But if he wins the World Cup, then it's over for him, which he should obviously retire. If he even thinks about winning the World Cup and continue playing, he's by far one of the biggest idiots I've ever seen if he continues to play after winning the World Cup. That's exactly the time he retire.
No, he wouldn't anyways. He wouldn't. I don't think he said it himself. Oh, I won the World Cup, I'd retire, man. I want like Neymar. If Neymar won the World Cup, Brazilian thing is to retire. Go and win the World Cup and go off into the sunset.
Yeah, bro. I did my TikTok.
That's why I feel like Mbappe's gone so there's so much things about Mbappe, because he's the youngest player to win the World Cup.
Bro, if he wins another, I said it, bro, because I did a TikTok about who's the most important player at this World Cup. Like, obviously, I said Neymar because I said Neymar's legacy is ultimately in the line in terms of the bigger picture. But Mbappe, bro, if Mbappe wins a second World Cup before he's 25, that's rare group. I think only Pele's ever done it.
How many did that Brazil? Which players were in that Brazil team who won back-to-back as well?
I think it's Pele. It's like the Pele, the
World Cups,
like Pele, Garrincha, Socrates, like those guys. But in the modern era, no one has won a back-to-back World Cup.
Yeah, no one has.
So that's rare. That's Mbappe's putting himself in conversations that a lot of people never thought he would ever hit, but he'd start to hit them. And for Neymar, obviously, if Neymar wins it, we're talking he's in the table with Pele, R9, and Dino. He sits at that table. He commands that respect, in my opinion. He's always had the talent to command that respect, but obviously he doesn't have the accomplishments that those guys have. But if he does, then
let's see, man. We'll do our World Cup stream tomorrow, man. So be ready for that World Cup stream tomorrow. But other than that, I don't want to talk much about this interview, man.
It's officially done.
I told you guys. Monday they're gonna talk about it. Tuesday they're gonna talk about it. Wednesday they're gonna talk about it. Thursday they're gonna talk about it. Friday as well they will talk about it. I didn't do it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I did a little No, I talked about a little bit Tuesday. Wednesday, I didn't at all. Today is the final day. I wrapped it all up. That's it, man. Done. Interview done and dusted. Finished.
It's World Cup previews, man. I've done World Cup
Bruno's
previews.
Bruno's interview had more smoke than some of this stuff he said. Bruno fucking threw
What?
shade at Pepe, fucking told you about Malasia, fucking said the fan base, if set fan base just say about my personality or hold that.
Wait, what
He
did
talked
Bruno
about his
say?
positioning. About his interview with the Athletic, innit?
Oh yeah. I thought Bruno did like a new interview or something. I was about to say, what the hell did he say?
No. Martial's interview had more smoke. The guy said Jose did this, Van Hal used an iPad, Ole ran me to the ground, XYZ. You know, his interview had more. This guy's interview, he talked about his family life, his unfortunate situation, a bit of money. But the most important thing was, well, not important, but the most craziest thing is he called Wayne Rooney a rat, and that's the maddest thing. That's the maddest thing. I think also as well, he just said it. It's just like boom, it just came out of it. Is this a Portuguese thing? I don't know.
Bro,
you know, sometimes different cultures.
Yo, in New York, if you get called a rat, that means you're a snitch. That's the way we use the term.
Yeah, that's the way you use it, right? Rat, snitch, whatever. But
Yeah.
why would he call him a rat, man? I don't know, man.
I think because like he considered him his friend. So like I said, he doesn't expect to get criticized in the media by his friends. He never thought that was like that's a thing that would happen. But like I said, ex-footballers criticize their ex-teammates all the time, especially when it comes to, like on the football pitch.
Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. We'll discuss more of it tomorrow. More of it a little bit tomorrow, but I'm not gonna pay no mind. I'm gonna go and do my Warzone gaming and etc. man. But yeah, big up Griggs.
Oh, yeah,
Anyways,
the new Warzone came out.
take it easy, man. Take it easy,
Same.
man. Love as always.
bro.
Love as always. Big up to everyone. There was your interview. Take a chill pill, relax, cool off. What I'll say, you're not gonna listen to me anyways because you're all your own individual people. But bake off Twitter. Don't get involved in spaces and stuff. You're gonna ruin your brain cells. Chill, take it easy. Go and watch KG stream later on. Cook KG if you want to. Other than that, me personally, I don't want to go back and forth with anyone. I'll be honest with you. For me, I'm very neutral. Very, very neutral with the interview. Simple. But big up everyone. Make sure you hit a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Become a member. Other than that, let me go ahead and prepare my gaming stream, bruv. Peace out, everyone. Take care.